disaster from you, and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald. Now, princess, this way.
This game's so goddamn stupid. I can't wait. I love Sonic 06. It's so funny. We're gonna do some shenanigans, because I know some shenanigans in this game. It's a rare instance of me knowing a couple shenanigans. Just a few. Gotta share the stream real quick on twitter.com. Okay. Sonic 06 is so fucking funny. I always have a blast playing it. I don't know that I'd call it good. I would, however, definitely call it bad. It's bad. I'm saying it's not very good, but it is so funny. Like, it's so funny. We'll give it a minute or two for people to start jumping in before we start the game. It's such a silly fucking game, though. We're going to just mess with glitches, I think, is going to be a decent chunk of it. Like, we're going to play through Sonic's story, right? But then we're going to do some shenanigans. I don't really need to see that cutscene, because we're going to be seeing it again here in just a moment. Generic-ass Xbox 360 profile I made just so I had fresh save file to do this stream. Got my Xbox 360 controller. This is still a goated controller. It's really good. Like, I really like the 360 controller. Sometimes I don't appreciate how good it was until I actually pick one up and play it. Like, I still think Series X is my favorite controller that Microsoft's ever manufactured. Other than, like, maybe the Elite controller, but that, like, doesn't count. You know, because it's, like, fucking $150. It's good. I have one. I like it, but I don't even know what tag means. I only know battle mode. Oh, wow. It has all the DLC content unlocked. I always like assumed you have to unlock it. But no, it's just chilling there. Does that mean you can, like... Nah, it doesn't let you. I was wondering if it would let me do the super hard mode levels before I even unlocked or did anything. But I can do the boss fights. That makes no sense to me. Like, granted, again, this is actually DLC. You have to pay for it. If you have questions about the Sonic 06 DLC, you can check out my really fucking excellent video about it. Not to toot my own horn, but it's my favorite video I've probably ever made. I love that one. I don't know why I like it so much. I love Tails. He looks so bad. But I like them, too, because, like, Sonic, he's like, yeah, epic pose. But then you look at, like, this guy, he's, like, off-axis. We can't play as the other characters yet, though. You have to unlock them. So we'll get started. So there's cutscenes and shenanigans will ensue. Now, this game did introduce, well, kind of. Shadow the Hedgehog did it first. But with Sonic specifically as the protagonist, this was the first game to have these, like, ridiculous, gorgeous opening cutscenes. And it's a great cutscene. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I love how it portrays the character of Sonic. I like how it portrays Eggman. It makes Elise not seem like the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But then you actually, like, see the in-game cutscenes and you're like, ooh. It's kind of rough. A smidge rough. But Iblis is cool.
It's all right.
You know, her father invented toaster strudel, and I don't think she would really appreciate being shown deadly visions
We give thanks
of a
for
fire
nothing
demon.
reigns.
If you haven't seen Mean Girls, or if you don't know your actors, then you don't get it. But I don't remember her name right now because I'm terrible. But the actress who plays as Elise also played Gretchen Wieners in Mean Girls, which is a banger of a film. Too bad this wasn't a banger of a game. I love the behind-the-scenes interviews for this game, though, where she, like, acts like it's not creepy and weird that Sonic and Elise are, like, romantic. It is weird. It is creepy. But I like that they kind of try to pretend like they not. I'm going to edit the title of the stream while we have a sec. I'm going to call it Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 stream instead of Sonic 06 stream. We can multitask.
Pleasure to meet you at
Multitasking.
last, Princess of Soliana. I am Dr. Eggman. I've come here to obtain the secret of the flames
There
of
we go.
disaster
That's a better title.
and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret, the Chaos Emerald. Now, Princess, this way, please.
I don't know how that works, if it updates it in real time or what. I've never changed a stream title in real time before, I don't think. No, I did one time for Sage, I had to. Because I was streaming Sonic Amateur Gaming Expo. Oh, I like this. Pretty snazzy performance there. That's a good-ass opening line for Sonic. Like, it's good. I wish these were available, like, they might. I just wish we had the uncompressed versions. They might exist, but I've never seen them if they do.
Not that irritating hedgehog again. Attack!
Eggman looks really good in this cutscene. And then never again. I hate Eggman's design in this game for 99% of it, but he looks pretty good, specifically in, like, you know,
I finally
one instance.
the Iblis trigger.
Wow. Stoic Silver. I thought Silver was stupid when I was a kid. I hated him. I like him more now. I'll admit. I've grown a little bit more fondness for the character of Silver the Hedgehog. He was very much not my favorite for quite some time.
Why are you helping me?
No special reason.
At the start of this game, Sonic is kind of cool. I don't like what they do with him as a character in this game, in the sense that he's barely a character. But they're like little chunks at the beginning here, where I just think they kind of capture his performance, like the character, really well. I hate that homing attack aura. Not like it cut out weird, and I hate it.
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Mike Pollock does a really good job as Eggman in this game. Like, his performance is good. It's very subdued.
Take this!
I think most of the voice acting is kind of shitty. And I love this cast. I love the 4Kids cast. I think they were awesome. This game is not their best example. It's not their best performance.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
I want to do some glitches and shit. I want to fuck around and find out. I want to make Sonic do some crazy shit in this game. Okay, see ya, Eggman. I'm also going to try my best to not just reference Snap Cubes the whole time. I could. Like, trust me when I say I could just do nothing but Penny Parker references for like an hour and a half straight. Instead, we got to watch cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene, loading screen after loading screen, because that is the early game of Sonic 06. It's all cutscenes and loading screens. But don't worry, later on, it's mostly just loading screens. But the loading screens are kind of funny. I have this game installed to the hard drive. It's worth noting.
I need to gather some information.
And here we are. In Soliana, in the town square, in, I think, a pretty okay hub world. The other two hubs are really bad, to be clear. But I like this one. We gotta meet Tails, though. There he is. What do you want? Okay, then. I'm gonna homing attack you. Whoa. Homing attack the guy, Sonic. Thank you. Talk to Tails. Cutscene time. Yeah, again, these aren't my favorite cutscenes in a Sonic game. I'm not one who will say Sonic 06's story is its strength. I do think it has its
Long time no see.
moments, especially in Shadow Story. Shadow Story is kind of good.
To save their princess from Dr. Eggman. You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help.
On a CRT, when I first played this, it wasn't on a flat screen because I'm playing this, obviously through HDMI. It's through an Elgato. It's being streamed to you guys. And it might be bit crushed a little bit, so I'm not sure how well it'll show. But the texture work on Sonic in this game is, like, pretty good, I think. I like Sonic's design in Sonic 06 quite a bit. Now, if I remember, we can fuck around here. Like, nothing's even happened in the game yet, but we're already positioned to kind of dick around with Sonic 06's inherent broken jank. So let's do that. Specifically, what I want to do is see if we can not be here. I'm not going to look up how to do anything. And there's... Yeah, I'm going to save here. Reason being, just in case we have to load. Because what I want to try and do... I'm trying to remember where I go. But there was a spot you could go where you could, like, kind of fuck up the game. I think you should just go here. That glitch we just did there is very important. It's called water jumping. I don't know if that's what it's called in the speedrunning community or anything. But that's what I'm calling it because that's exactly what it is. Maybe we have to get the Lightspeed shoes first. I just know, I remember, I used to do this, that you can get across the water, like over the bridge, basically. So this bridge is blocked off, right? You cannot get on this bridge. The game does not let you. And you can't go in the water here. The game does not let you do that either. What I want to do is get around the invisible wall. So let's see if I can remember how to do that. Let's do this mission first. That's not the mission. Where's the mission? There's a dude with a mission somewhere. Here he is. Old man Robert. That's a good name. He got a mission for us. We can get the Lightspeed Dash after this. We're going to use the Lightspeed Dash. We're not. We're not using the Lightspeed Dash. I lied. I lied to your face. We're actually just going to be getting the Lightspeed Dash because I think it makes the invisible wall more lenient. I'm not 100% sure. But what I want to try and do is get to the, God, the loading screens for the missions. Sometimes one forgets. And they're so rough. They are really, really bad. But what I want to do, basically, is go ahead and get the Lightspeed Dash unlocked. Sonic's jump in this game is weird. It doesn't feel very good. But it's not, like, the worst ever, either. Like, the adventure games in Heroes and Shadow had a very floaty jump. Whereas this game, it's still a little bit floaty, but it's a lot more stiff. Momentum driven even. Not in like the same way as the adventure games where it carries momentum from the ground. No, it doesn't do that at all. But like Sonic moves continually. You can't like make him do a dead stop in the air really. Incidentally, if you don't save during this opening part and you happen to be, I don't know, a little kid who saved up for an Xbox 360 just to buy this game, me, when I was like 9 or whatever, saving up buying an Xbox 360 just to get Sonic 06. It took me a couple years. I didn't get this game until 2008. Fucking infuriatingly enough, I got like soft locked. Well, not soft locked, but like stuck. I had to restart the game like twice because I didn't save before going into the first level. Why would I? Right? But if you don't, and then you die, which is not super likely to happen, like if you're a competent video game player, but as a little kid, I would not have described myself as a competent video game player. And if you die at the very first level of this game, especially to the Mach Speed section, which is entirely trial and error, you're just kind of stuck restarting the game and doing it again and again and again and again, and it's insane to me that that's how they released Sonic 06. It's crazy. Do we lose lives in the hub world if we die? No. Okay, I didn't think we did. So what I want to do... No, I don't want to talk to you, child. I want to go this way. I want to try and... I don't really want to start the game proper until we have more people watching. So what we're going to try and do is get over there. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get over there and see if we can't fuck around outside of where we're supposed to be. A little bit of outside, out of bounds goodness. Like a boundary break. Whoa, I just fucked that kid up. And that lady. That's what they get, though. I need to see where the actual invisible wall boundary is. I don't know exactly where it is. Is it here? Okay, so I gotta do one of these. What I'm trying to do is homing attack over and then jump up on that platform. You can definitely do this, but I don't know if I'm doing it in the right spot. But I don't feel like looking it up. Oh, that's a silver medal. I don't really care about that. Maybe I did it from this side. No. No, I was definitely in the right spot for it, I think. I used to do this stuff all the time. Breaking 06 was like a hobby in itself for me for a while. Getting some momentum is really easy in Sonic 06 because that doesn't slow you down running in a perfect straight circle like that. I'm only going to give it like one more try, then we're just going to go into an actual stage. But what you can do basically is jump off the water, and Sonic will be able to clip out of bounds into one of the other hub worlds, and the game freaks out and just like tries to show you that you're not meant to be there yet by hitting you with like a bunch of... Okay, we're just going to move on. But it's very funny. Just take my word for it. Lightspeed dash in this game's pretty scripted, like, it doesn't give a shit which way you even look. And I never knew this, but I don't think those rings counted towards my ring counter. I don't think they did anything. They matter in terms of, like, they are for progression, but I don't know that they actually count towards, like, the shop or anything. Because that's the main point of rings in this game, is there's an item shop, which we're going to be fucking with later. The higher rank you get in levels and missions, the more rings you get. And the rings are used for purchasing items, essentially. Like, obviously, in levels, rings are your health, but more importantly, they are for purchasing items in the hub world. And that is very fun, because that mechanic barely fucking works. That said, this is a pretty good level. Like, all of Sonic's levels are pretty good. Not all of them. There are some stinkers here. But for the most part, I like Sonic's gameplay. Even if it's not quite the most polished thing in the world. What I don't like is you tried started the game. That's the vibe with Sonic 06, isn't it? There's a lot I like about this game, though. It's bad. Like, to be clear, it's bad. I'm not an 06 apologist, but I do think the game has merit. Less merit than I think some people want to give it, but it does have stuff that it's kind of good at. Okay, Sonic, thank you for that. Get some momentum so I can make this jump. Okay, Sonic. That... Thanks for the sub, appreciate you. The, Lightspeed dash in this game is so sad. Okay, you know what, we're taking the low route, that's fine. I really think that's a good example of what I like about 06 sometimes, though. The level design does some cool stuff with multiple paths. It's not to the same extent as, obviously, like, you know, the classic games, or even, like, Adventure 1, I think, does a better job with its level design in some areas. But this has a very similar level design structure to Sonic Adventure 1 because it has a similar gameplay structure, in the sense that all the stages are shared between multiple characters, which is the case for most Sonic games, right? But, unlike something like the classic games or Sonic Heroes, the core gameplay is different between the characters, so... Like Sonic Adventure 1, the levels have to accommodate for that. They have to be structured in a way that supports all these different play styles. Case in point, we're going to be Tails here, but then there are other characters you play as in these areas as well. Shadow, Omega, whatever. Well, we're fucking dead. That was a quick death. Sorry, Tails. Well, we can live forever. Holy shit. He really held on. Poor Tails. Miles Tails per hour. Poor guy. Sonic 06 is very beholden to its scripting as well. So in that instance there where you saw like Sonic had absolutely no speed going into that slide on the water, but he still immediately snapped to full speed. Now that is not an 06 exclusive thing. That is pretty much all of the 3D Sonic games. The one that does it the least is probably SA1, but even there it's definitely present. It has to be. With how Sonic plays, it is basically required. Because otherwise, so many set pieces would not work in 3D the way that they do in 2D. I understand why it is the way it is. Also, Tails sucks in this game. He is so not fun to play as. Team Attack Amigo, which is a DLC mode that I'll probably show off later in the stream, does kind of fix Tails a little bit, just in the sense that they make him go a tiny bit faster, but he's still pretty slow and clunky and not all that fun to control. Shut up, Sonic. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to cater an audience here. You don't even have to hit the switch here, because Sonic reaching that gate is the trigger. What the fuck was that? This game's so chaotic. It also made use, I'm going to mention, of the Havok physics engine, which is common. It's a normal engine. You know, I think of Oblivion when I think of the Havok engine. Or really just that era of Bethesda games in general. Oblivion, Fallout 3, Skyrim. I think that was Sonic Shadow. It wasn't Sonic Shadow. It was a chunk of robot that blew up and splintered off and flew off into the gate, I think. But that's the sort of crazy shit that happens in 06 sometimes, because it's really beholden to its physics engine. Now, it doesn't affect Sonic's gameplay very much. It does a little bit, but not constantly. What is much more of an actual thing is Silver's gameplay, which revolves around the physics engine. And I think could have been really good. I don't like Silver's gameplay, but it could have been awesome. I think if you want a version of like what could have been, play something like Psychonauts or Psychonauts 2, which uses telepathy in a much more interesting way. The mock speed sections are not great, but I do think they're fun when you know the layouts, which I kind of do. And by kinda, I mean I have them very committed to memory. I've played 06 so much. There are Sonic games I consider substantially better than this that I have played far less of. I just think 06 is really fun to go back to. Almost in spite. Ooh, I might have missed the things for this. This is too bad. Oh no, we barely survived that. You can't be to the far right in that loop or else you'll die. That killed me as a kid. So many times. Like an obscene amount of times. It was rough. That should be an S rank run, I think. Yeah, it was. Anything over 50k is an S rank. I want S rank because I want the rings. I thought these levels were a cool idea, just didn't work in the game. Yeah, I think the level design is the best thing about Sonic 06. Aside from its music. Like, its soundtrack is a banger, but it's Sonic. Like, duh. But the, level design is not bad in Sonic 06 for the most part. There are definitely exceptions. The game is woefully unfinished. At best, it is a mess. But there is some stuff in here, design-wise, that, like, is legitimately good. It's fucking stupid looking. Poor Sonic.
It looks like the princess was moved to another location.
Wow, Tails, thanks for your insight. You're the brains of the operation, buddy. So much of the dialogue in this game is like that, where it's just something happens and the characters are like, whoa, the thing happened. And I'm like, yep, thanks Sonic, thanks Tails, thanks Knuckles, thanks Eggman, thanks Rouge, everyone. My favorite line of dialogue is the one where they mistakenly call something the Book of Darkness instead of the Scepter of Darkness. Or the time that in Shadow Story, you play as Shadow, obviously, but you're working for Gun, and the Gun operations guy, like, calls Shadow to tell him to go to Wave Ocean, but he says, head to the Wave Ocean, and then you hear muttering in the background, and then he repeats the line, but says, head to Wave Ocean. I think it's very funny. So we need to get up there, but we need to get the slide in order to do it. You see, Sonic can't fit under here.
If you can squeeze through this gap, you'll be
So we need to go, even though you can spin dash where he should fit. You good, Tails? Yeah, he's good. So we need to get the slide, right? Cool. So we go to the shop. This is a lot of this game's progression. Is like doing side missions to get rings, to go to the shop, to buy shit. It's a chunk of this game. So that's what we're doing. Right now I'm getting rings from a side mission. I don't know if this is one of the ones you have to do. There are required missions and optional missions in Sonic 06. The Forbidden Fruit. What would the Forbidden Fruit be? The sliding ability? Or just Sonic 06? Or is it my strawberry, kiwi, circle, Water filter. Incidentally, I am the biggest shill for Circle. I will say it every stream. Sonic 06, yeah, fair enough. That's a valid statement. Wow, did you see that dash panel? It barely did anything. Well, it did that time. Made us eat shit on the ground. So the homing attack is pretty much our only offensive option for, like, fucking the first third of the game. Like, we have a slide kick. We don't have the slide yet, but we have a kick move that isn't very useful. But we can sure do the homing attack. And this was the game I thought of. This and Sonic Boom were the games I thought of when Sonic Frontiers kind of leaked and we knew it was going to be a combat-oriented video game. This was the reason I was, like, shitting my pants about Frontiers being bad. Well, shitting my pants is a stretch. This game had so much potential, but Sega rushed it for the holidays. That is literally what happened. But it's funny, because I feel like this game's getting this weird revisionist view, right? Where the people who kind of grew up with it are... Or people who didn't grow up with it. People who just got into Sonic later, even. But prefer a certain tone. Are just like, Sonic 06 actually rules. And is really good. And I'm like, that's not accurate, in my opinion, at least. Because who am I to tell people what to enjoy? And to be clear, I do enjoy Sonic 06. I enjoy it somewhat legitimately, somewhat ironically. It's somewhere in the middle, honestly. But it is a blast to play. I'm not going to tell anyone that it's not. It's just, it doesn't feel like it's a blast in the way that it's necessarily trying to be. Speaking of a blast, I should stream Sonic 3D Blast sometime. But if I do, I'll probably stream the Saturn version because it's better. I need to go to the shop. Why can't I go to the shop? Okay. Alright, well, I need to go to the shop. Oh shit, what's the... This man just fucking did a combat roll for no reason. What was the need for that? I need to go to the shop and get the slide, don't I? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna ruin these kids' day. Fucking got him. Different kind of enjoyment compared to other Sonic games. Yeah, but not to everyone. There are a lot of people who think this game rules, and I don't think they're wrong for, like, I want to make it clear that I don't disparage those who think Sonic 06 is awesome. I think it's a stretch to call this a good game in the sense that this is an objectively very poorly made video game. But it's a poorly made video game with some really cool stuff. So anyway, now we have the slide kick, which, as you can see, does this, just like in real life. Now, what's great about the slide kick is we can get under small gaps, as we will see here in a moment. And if it sounds like I'm being weird and pedantic, don't worry, I'm just making fun of Sonic 06. Now that we have the slide kick, we can slide under there. For example, if we run into this wall, Sonic will now clip through it, and we can go. That's it. We just needed to clip through that. Anyone see that scene in The Boys where Homelander makes the girl kill herself? That's Sonic right now. Okay, maybe not. Oh, she's losing her shit. She was pissed. She did not enjoy it when I attacked her. At least kissing Sonic lives in your head rent-free, or in their head rent-free. Yeah, at least kissing Sonic lives in everyone's head rent-free, for better or for worse. Silver throwing Sonic to the moon lives rent-free. Yeah, well, that's because that shit's funny. It's all funny. That's the thing with Sonic 06 for me, is I can't even be mad at it, because usually when it's bad, it's really, really funny. I didn't hear a word that guy said. What the fuck did he just say? We need to go to the desert level. I'm going to ignore him. Done that glitch before. I just love the fact that Sonic needs to go buy the sliding ability in order to save the little girl. But then you can just walk through the wall. Straight up, Sonic just clips right through. It's great. It's fantastic. Don't cry. Don't have emotions, Elise. Suppress it. Conceal, don't feel. Did Sonic just burst through the wall?
Mr. Sonic.
Okay, Cream.
Just Just call me
Sonic go into space with the box. Oh, we'll do that. Don't worry.
Well then,
I always do the box trick.
I'm
I'll
so
try.
glad that you came.
Getting Silver to clip Sonic out of bounds is very imprecise, so I can't promise that. How did Sonic and Tails not notice the fucking egg Cerberus? Like, what?
It looks like a pesky rat has stuck its nose where it doesn't belong. Well, Hedgehog
Dog shit Eggman model.
nice. The princess is mine.
I like this design just fine.
The flames of disaster.
I think this model's bad.
Tails.
Got it. Let's go.
I never noticed that Tails furrows his brow, like, very slightly. This is another boss fight that can launch you into space if you fuck up. I've done it before by accident.
You now, an early breakfast for my pet.
Crashing through the wall like Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah! That's Sonic. I love this game's boss fights because it does a loading screen for the boss intro, then a loading screen for the boss fight. The loading screens in Sonic 06 are really legitimately a problem. I've seen people say it's like, oh, it's an overblown thing. Nope. It's not. It's truly not. It's really, really, really bad. Like, one of the worst examples of
This is your pet.
loading screens
Okay,
in a
Eggman,
game
I'll play with
ever.
him.
Look at that walk animation. Hell yeah, Egg Cerberus. Longer loading screen than the PS3 version. I do not touch the PS3 version. It's bad. Like, it's worse. I have the PS3 version, but I have never popped my copy in. I have played it. And yeah, it is notably worse.
Run into something.
So the way to do the most damage to the Egg Cerberus is... Okay, well, he's not doing it. If he runs into one of these statues, it does more damage. Yeah.
See your face.
Normally, it's it's quarter damage if he runs into a wall. But you do half damage, whole half of his health bar, 50%. If you can do that. And then you can damage him like this, but it's not worth doing. I think it does a tiny bit of damage, but only if you get him directly in the face. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm full of shit. Yeah, it's not doing much. Okay. I got damaged on the way down, though. Giving everything shattering physics is so funny. Like, so many destructible objects. Sonic should not be able to kick his way through that. That's insane to me.
Listen to me.
So what this guy will do now is he'll not respond for a couple turns. Oh, I was wrong. He did. He responded. I just missed. I thought it was 3 times. Maybe it's this one where he won't listen like 3 times. He'll just like keep not running into the wall. But we need him to run into the wall. Can you do something, Egg Cerberus? Thank you. A lot of the boss fights in this are just a waiting game. It's difficult to homing attack the horn while standing there. I know you can, but it's hard, yeah. What the fuck was that? Egg Cerberus, what the hell? Dude. Let's try again. Okay, I guess not. I can catch up, it's fine. Okay, maybe not. The camera's not good in this game, if that wasn't clear as well. If I can get... there, whatever. It's fine. We should have been done with this fight by now, like a minute ago. This is a very easy boss fight. Okay. Which, I mean, it should be an easy boss fight. It's the first one. So he's going to jostle off a couple times. I think it's 3 times? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because he's dead. Sometimes Sonic will launch up into space if you try and homing attack him, though. Like, he'll somehow just miss and just... Because the homing attack in this game is really fast. Something I didn't like in Heroes, and especially in Shadow, is the homing attack is really fucking slow. This game makes it really fast. I think Adventure 1 and 2 had a really good speed. I think the homing attack in Adventure 2 is my favorite implementation of it. Although it misses sometimes, which is pretty annoying. It feels better in like some of the boost games where it's got the reticle because it actually hits things, but the homing attack in this game is weird. You can really abuse it, though.
No problem.
Yeah, okay, Sonic. I don't give a shit. Give me my rings. Have a nice day. Thank you. As long as I get enough rings to buy the shit I want, I'm good. I'm Gucci. That's all I care about is getting some of the gems. Specifically, we're going to want the red gem, the sky gem, and the purple gem. I don't care about the other ones. They're not important to me. Like, they're cool. They're fine. There's one that's the electric shield. We don't need it. It's not helpful. Nazavania.
How long is this gonna go on?
Let's split up. I'll get their attention.
Sonic's eyes are like floating above his face. That was weird. That was gross.
Okay, you be careful, Tails.
Great dub. Really good dubbing work. Good job, guys. God, this game's rough. I don't understand how people look at this game's cutscenes. People say the story is incredible.
Hold on tight.
Shadow's story is solid. It's one of the better Sonic plots in terms of 3D Sonic games of this era. It's pretty good. How can people enjoy the Sonic narrative in this game? Sonic's a piece of wood with no personality for 2/3 of it. Elise is fine, but she gets on my nerves. And the actual, like, plot is boring. The delivery is rough. The animation's bad. The gameplay's the best part, ironically. Like, it's not good. It's the best gameplay of Sonic 06.
Elise, hold on tight.
But it's still, you know, it's fun. It's just a low bar because it's Sonic 06. Now, if you want to really enjoy these levels, like Project 06 exists, everyone should play Project 06, legitimately. Now, when people say, oh, it's one of the best Sonic games, I don't know about that. Like, I like it. It's a really good fan project. But it's definitely much better than the actual game. I saw people mad that they're not doing story mode content for it, to which I would say, you guys expect a lot. Like, it's a fan game. It's not like it's an officially sanctioned remaster or something. This level's really good. It has like 1 billion alternate paths. That said, we might die. No, we're good. We're good. As long as I can, like, land somewhere here. Oh, this isn't gonna... Oh. I was saying this won't kill me. It did.
Elise, hold on tight.
So the whole gimmick with the Sonic and Elise levels, there are 2 stages like this. The idea is Sonic has a limited moveset, but he's carrying Elise the whole time, and she can use powers to create a force field. That force field lets you walk on certain terrains that you normally wouldn't be able to. So, you know, best example probably being walking on the sand here. Although later on you also can walk on water. Very Jesus style. Elise, let's go to Windows XP wallpaper. That does happen. They flirt there. It's really weird. The level design in the Sonic Elise stages is some of the strongest in the game. Just kind of randomly. It's really, really good. The homing attack's a little bit weird and stunted when you're playing a Sonic and Elise. I don't find it as, like, clear where my attacks are going to land. Fuck. God, the controls are so twitchy in Sonic 06. It's fun, though. The actual level design is the best part of Sonic 06. It is generally good. A theory I heard a while back was Sonic more interested in human women. I mean, he got Madonna. He got Elise. He could get a girlfriend in one of the movies if they really wanted to make me uncomfortable when I watch the film in theaters. I like Amy and Sonic being a little bit of a will they won't they. It's not very important to me. I don't care about shipping characters. But I do think it's a fun dynamic that Sonic and Amy have had. And one that I think has been... I think the way that they wrote the characters in Frontiers was really good. That's probably an S rank. Another rare stream. I'm streaming once a week now, I decided. Maybe, depending on my schedule and if I feel like it. But I like streaming sometimes. I'd do it. I want to do weekly streams and monthly videos. I have a plan. It's just, you know, it's taken me years to fucking get back into it because being an adult's hard.
I don't believe it.
Why can't Elise have a little faith in me? That was kind of dismissive. I don't believe it. Fuck you, Elise. I am very capable, okay? I carried your ass across the desert, away from Dr. Eggman. Why Elise's legs so tan compared to her face and arm? Elise got orange legs. She got those Donald Trump legs. They're very strange looking. Just beat NES Zelda on 3DS. Hell yeah. I don't like Zelda 1 that much. I'm going to do a video on it eventually. Elise! We're in Windows! This is a weird-ass cutscene. Look at this. Donald Trump spray legs. Literally, though, that's what she got going on.
I have no words to express how grateful I am for your help. You're hurt.
Where? Looks fine to me. Look, literally, it's nothing. It is nothing. There's nothing wrong with him, Elise. Oh, he's into this.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
This cutscene weirds me the fuck out. They get very flirty. They do. They all over each other. Like, if I was... Sonic's so goddamn weird. Why Sonic got, like, boobs in this game? I never noticed that. He has, like... I think it's supposed to be pecs, but it looks like boobs. Look. Good for Sonic. I know they're going for a muscular look, but I never noticed that. I think it's only in this cutscene model. It didn't look like that in the gameplay.
That's all I need.
Oh, Sonic, don't be like that. When people, like... When you're, like, in line somewhere, like, you're in line at the Starbucks in the Target, and, you know, you're just there to get, like, cat litter, and you're grabbing a latte to make the pain go away real quick, and people in front of you are, like, talking like this. I mean, no, not like this. If they're talking about this, I'd be, like, invested. But when they're talking about just, like, each other and flirting and groping each other, and I'm like, ah, that's Sonic and Elise. It feels like you're third wheeling on a shitty date. Sonic gave Elise the bedroom wink at the end. He does. How does Sonic manage to pick his nose? He does in this cutscene. He just did. He's like, guh, guh. I like, good for Sonic. Sonic's like, huh, I don't care. God, Eggman's model is so fucking strange. I like it sometimes, though. Again, I don't hate this Eggman model. He just... Remember that scene in The Boys? I gotta keep referencing The Boys for some reason. Where Atrian grabs the racist guy and just runs with him and, like, smears him across the pavement? That's Elise. Just breaks her legs. When I gonna make a Sonic Chronicles review? It's gonna take more than 1,000 subs to get me to sit through Sonic Chronicles. That sounds like a subscriber special kind of thing. It's on the agenda. I want to cover every Sonic game. Like, I want to do the entire franchise. Some of them are just hard to justify talking about. Like, I don't... You know, I haven't talked about Sonic fucking 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, because it's like... Blah, 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 blah. Xenoblade Chronicles. I have no opinions on Xenoblade Chronicles. It's, like, fine. I've never played it. I don't really do RPGs. Sonic Chronicles is different because it's funny. I like how they're like, Sonic could tell something was wrong, but he was fucking staring at Silver. Like, he saw him. Like, cause he would have been in his eye line. He's like, ugh. And he, like, does the dodge. It's a very strange cutscene.
Who are you? My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you.
Yay. What about the Sonic 1 GBA port? I gotta stream Sonic Genesis at some point. But I'm gonna do that drunk. I already decided I'm gonna do a drunk stream of Sonic Genesis sometime. Like, that's a planned thing. I'm gonna get a little bit tipsy and play it. I might do it sober, actually. I don't know if I could beat Sonic Genesis drunk. I don't know if I could beat Sonic Genesis sober. Sonic Genesis is tough to get through. Drunk's but a Hedgehog. That is, in fact, Silver. Yeah. So this boss fight's fun. You can get one sneaky hit on him right here at the start. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yeah, got him. Anyway, this fight's easy if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, this fight's basically impossible. But basically just run in a big circle, because Silver's really slow. He can't catch up to you. And just fucking slide into him whenever he's talking. This is the whole fight. I will show off getting out of bounds later with this fight. I don't believe I could do it reliably enough in real time. But I will force Sonic out of bounds and show the famous Silver off to the moon. That's probably how I'll close the stream, to be honest. It's so funny.
That was incredible.
Yeah, we beat the shit out of that stranger. Good job, Sonic. Fucking beat the shit out of him. Good. Like, what am I supposed to say to that, Sonic? I'm not proud of you. It was assault. Beat him up. The Soliana logo looks just like the bird on the Zelda shield. Like on the Hylian shield, the Hylian crest. I know it's supposed to be a Loftwing, but obviously it wasn't a Loftwing when they fucking made Ocarina of Time and designed that shield. But it looks like the Soliana bird. So I choose to believe that it's not a Loftwing. It's from Soliana. It isn't, but it's more fun that way. Yeah, I kicked the shit out of you.
Hey.
God, they thought they were so fucking cool when they made this game. Good luck. I'm great at Sonic 06. I'm a beast at this game. It's fine. Easy peasy game. Oh, Elise, look out. Do you hear the massive mechanical arms behind you?
For the sake of the future, the Iblis trigger must be destroyed. Elise?
Fucking stupid ass game. It's so funny. They get Elise so many times. They just capture her over and over and over again. It makes me laugh consistently. I adore it. It's so funny.
Get out of my way, Amy. This is my mission.
Absolutely not.
I am glad that Sonic doesn't question Amy knowing Silver.
Thanks, Amy. I appreciate it.
I don't give a shit that Amy's here in Soliana. Like, he doesn't question why every Sonic character is in this random-ass country in Europe. When, you know, SA1 takes place in, like, you know, basically the U.S. Like, it's the United Federation. It's the Sonic version of America, right? But then, this game's in, like, basically Venice. So, like, what... I mean, you know, it's not, like, a big problem or anything. I just think it's interesting that Sonic never once questions why everyone he knows is here. The mayor! Fucked him up again. Again and again. We kicked the shit out of this guy. Okay, so now we go into New City. But we can't get into New City because we gotta find the captain. See? The lieutenant, or sorry, the commander. This mission is kind of intense, actually. You have to talk to every single soldier in the city. They all give you clues as to which soldier might be the commander. So the lieutenant assigns you the mission, then you got to go talk to every single soldier in the entire hub world. It's crazy. It takes forever. God, there's so much fucking loading time. I can't even, like, pace my bit because the loading time screws up my timing. I was expecting, like, everyone knows how this mission goes anyway, but I had a whole bit. It doesn't fucking matter because I can't do it because of the loading screens. It's like 20 seconds of loading. Half the stream is just loading screens. Like, okay, cool, we got him. We got the captain. Oh, he looks horrified. Jesus Christ. He was like... I love that. I love that for him. He deserves nothing less than utter fear and terror.
That was incredible.
There is an actual world record time for this. I don't think I was anywhere near it, but that mission has a world record time. It is a speedrun category in the Sonic 06 community, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my entire life, actually. I love that. Go after Elise. So now we gotta go meet Knuckles. And Sonic will say, Knuckles!
Can you hear me? Knuckles wants to see.
I didn't even let Tails finish. I don't give a fuck. We off. We zoom in. We're going to New City. God, this game gets boring. When it's just levels, it's fun. Is the setting based on Rialto in Venice? I always thought so. The main city, I think, at least. There's different areas that have, like, different things. But the whole thing is very Venetian feeling to me. So now we're in New City. This is the second hub world. Hello there. The Ring Festival. No, I don't want to do the Ring Festival. I want to do the game. The spin dash is the fastest way to get around in this game, but it's really fucking unwieldy and weird feeling. We zoom in, boys and girls. Wait, it didn't work. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Sonic 06. Hell yeah. Stupid ass game. We keep going. We're zooming. We say skybox. More like buy box. Don't even need it. Sonic 06 is so incredibly strange. Alright. Well, enough of that now. Let's go into the actual we're still rising, I think. Wait, now we're falling. Now we're falling. You can tell because Sonic's quills have physics. If you're wondering, does this help with anything ever? No. No, not really. I just think it's funny to go really high up in the game. We're gonna go meet Knuckles now. I'm just gonna try and land on his cutscene trigger. Oh, I got pretty close. He's right over here, I think. Yeah, we almost got there. We almost got all the way to him. I try my best, you know. I'm just a boy with a dream. And that dream is to make Sonic fly really high in the sky on a metal crate every time I see a metal crate that I can use. There's also rock launching that you can do in the next level, but I don't know how to do that. I don't remember. I used to be able to. I used to be the master of glitches of this game. Like, I would show this shit to my friends all the time. I hate when this game just forces you to kill a bunch of enemies. Yeah, this is a very common thing. Sonic 06 seems to make the mistake of thinking it has good combat mechanics. It doesn't. It has the A button. I think Shadow's story is the worst for this. Silver's story is bad with it too, but at least Silver's gameplay is like mildly interesting for combat scenarios. Like, it's not good, but it's better than this. All Sonic does is hit the A button, and Shadow has a lot of enemies with health bars. Like, every enemy has a health bar in Shadow's story. At least here, some of them do, but mostly we can one-shot them. And the combat encounters do get a lot better later when we unlock the bounce bracelet from SA2. Because this game doesn't have a ton of original ideas when it comes to Sonic's gameplay. It's very much iterative of SA1 and SA2. But, like, less refined or fun. That was that mission. Don't worry, we have another one. Shadow's campaign is more combat focused. Shadow's campaign is the worst part of this game. I cannot stand Shadow's campaign in this game. His story is the best. His level design's the same as Sonic's, but with shitty vehicle sections. But I cannot pretend like I can down the combat sections. You tap the shit out of the A button. You know, I like Silver more than Shadow. Gameplay-wise or as a character? Either way is valid. I'm not knocking whatever opinions you have. Gameplay-wise, I would agree. I think Shadow's the worst part of this game. His campaign's really rough. His story's really good, relatively. Gameplay, yeah, I would agree. I think Shadow is the worst gameplay in Sonic 06. But I don't think either of them are good. Sonic's story, I feel like you can have fun with because it's Sonic gameplay. It's essentially... Oh, hello there, boys. So glad that I had to load in just for that instead of just launching into the cutscene.
I saw Eggman on the outskirts of the city.
Why were you outside the city? Shouldn't you be on Angel Island? His story is dumb.
Sonic.
I like Silver's story. I don't know, or Shadow's story. I think it's decent. I don't think there's a good story in this game, to be clear, but like it's the best one in my opinion.
Meet me at my base.
Just because things actually happen in it. Knuckles' mouth looks so goofy.
He's pretty cocky.
It's most
Knuckles' model in this game always annoyed me. He's weird looking. I like Sonic's model just fine. Tails looks like Tails. He just looks normal. Something about... Man, the shadows on Sonic are aliasing really bad in this cutscene. I think this is pre-rendered, so it's not an in-engine thing. I mean, it's in-engine, obviously, but it's not like a real-time thing. Shadow the best one, story-wise. Yeah, definitely. Sonic has the worst story, but the best gameplay. Silver's in the middle, and then Shadow has the worst gameplay, but the best story. So, you know, there is at least a balance there. Frontiers is still the Sonic game that finally had fun combat. It took a while. It's nothing special, but it's fun. I like Frontiers combat for what it is. I never beat the Frontiers DLC. I played it for like 5 minutes, and that's it. I should really do that. Maybe that'll be a stream. Maybe I'll stream that soon. Because people seem to really like Final Horizons. But I played the shit out of Frontiers. And then just kind of didn't do the DLC. If you guys want to see me do that, let me know. Because that could be fun. I did some of the DLC stuff because I unlocked the spin dash. We need to go to the shop and get the bounce bracelet. It's the train level now. I thought we were on the well, I thought we were on White Acropolis, but I was mistaken. New City is a very bad hub world. I kind of said I thought the main Soliana hub world was pretty good. This is not very good. It's kind of just tedious and hard to get around. Oh, we don't have the bounce bracelet yet. I was right, it is White Acropolis next. Then what the fuck? DLC is gonna whack to the point you look at it like, oh really? Well, now I really want to play it. Okay, here's where we need to be. That's right. We need to do another fight the waves of enemies thing so that we can go into White Acropolis. Okay. The platforming combat in Silver Story is at least more interesting than Shadow Story. I agree completely with that. I think Silver's gameplay is not good, but Shadow's gameplay leans so heavily on mash the A button combat and vehicle sections that aren't fun, and then a slightly slower version of levels you already played as Sonic. At least as Silver, they are different. Man, we got murked. Did you see that? That was rough. Wow, Tails, I wouldn't have noticed. Thanks for pointing it out, dude. He's such a G. Why'd you say good riddance? They're not all dead. We're still killing things. You're gonna get so stressed from a deal to the point where your beard and body hair will start falling out to the amount of stress and anger. Sounds like we're streaming Final Horizons. It sounds like you're not leaving me a choice. I have started it. I think twice. I played like 10 minutes each time. And was like, this is boring. I have to unlock the ability to attack. Because all Amy can do is like, yeah. And it like annoyed the shit out of me. I don't know. I mean, I just know that Frontiers has my favorite spin dash since the adventure games. It's so much fun. Like, it's busted as hell. It's just a boost, but it's fun. It's just the boost, but it doesn't magnetize you to the ground. You can launch off shit. I want to do a New Game Plus stream of that game, too. And I want to do a review. I need to review Sonic Frontiers. I need to play the DLC so I can review it. Yeah. I mean, I'll have stream archives of it, so I wouldn't need to play through it twice. I don't have it set to, like, export my, gameplay, though. Like, I just have the YouTube archives. I don't record my streams, just because I don't do... if ever, you know, in the future, I wanted to do, like, clipped versions, I'd probably record the streams and send them off to an editor for that. But right now, I mean, I kind of have an editor in the sense that I have my friend Tim, but it's expensive. This level's not very good, incidentally, but I like it. But this was kind of where I, like, got pissed, like, fed up with Sonic 06 when I was a kid and I first played it. It was around White Acropolis. Like, I beat the whole thing, all the stories. But this is where I was like, everyone was right, this game sucks. Because I was, like, convinced. I was like, I'm going to be the one fan of Sonic 06. And I couldn't tell you why I was so certain of that. Because it's not like I had this, like, perfect track record with Sonic games. I didn't like Shadow the Hedgehog. I didn't play Secret... I didn't get Secret Rings because a friend had it, and I tried it at their house, and I hated it. Like, I knew that there were Sonic games I didn't like. But for some reason, I was certain that I was going to be the 06 fan. That I was going to see what no one else did. I think I saw gameplay and saw that it looked like Sonic Adventure 1. And I was like, it's a great game. Everyone's wrong about it. And then I actually got it. And this level fucked me up because the snowboarding controls are really bad. And for some reason, this particular snowboarding track design is rough. And it's weird because there's another snowboarding section a couple levels from now. Right? And it's pretty good. The one in Crazy City's not half bad. But this one's... Ooh. I was going to say there hasn't been a snowboarding section in Sonic since, but then I remembered, no, they did in fact make Sonic Generations. So, yes, there is. There's a City Escape level in that game. I'm really excited for Shadow Generations, incidentally. I think it's going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be, like, a full-length game. Oh, yeah, what does everyone think of the new layout? The new aesthetic? I think Tim did a really good job, my man Boom Guy. He a G. He did good work. Let's see, can I do the rock launch? Oh, almost. I almost had it. I want to get up there. Yeah, there we go. This game is jank enough that I do want to have some extra lives just available. Oh, this is how you get up there, okay. See, I feel like the thing... Kicking rocks is fun. It's a good mechanic. You can go very high in the sky in this game with kicking a rock. See, the thing is, though, when I saw gameplay this as a kid, I was like, yeah, that's just Sonic Adventure. This game's good. And then you play it and you're like, oh, Sonic Adventure has actual physics. But I didn't understand that as a kid. I couldn't articulate why I didn't like how Sonic felt in this game. I just knew it was worse. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this combat. Look at that combat. That is in-depth video game design right there. This game went through an expensive phase for a little bit, but I think it's over. I like this part where you hit the switch to open the door, and then Tails tells you to hit the switch to open the door. It's pretty good. I find using the dash panels in this level to be a problem. Okay, Tails, whatever you say. Look how slow this man is. Alright, Sonic, die now. Jump to your death. Oh, did you hear him? He died back there. You have the ring sniper ability where you can target with the dummy ring bombs, but there's no aiming reticle or anything, so you're not really throwing shit accurately. You're just kind of yeeting. They really, really, really were super proud of using the Havoc engine in this game. You can tell because every single goddamn thing is tied to the physics engine, including Tails' entire method of attack. And what's kind of interesting is that he's not the only character with a bomb-based projectile, right? Rouge has one too, and hers works way better. But at least the dummy rings do decimate the shit out of those guys. Okay, we just sort of teleport it forward. This part's cool, though, because it's very, very open. It's just this giant open area, and it's like, all right, find the exit. It's like a GoldenEye level or a Mario 64 stage. It's super non-linear. It's kind of neat. There is a specific path forward, but you can just kind of explore it. See? Like, you can go in different areas and different routes, and oh, it's so neat. That said, I do know where to go, so we're just kind of gonna do that. I don't think I'm taking the fastest route to get there, but I'm certainly taking a route to get there. I like to take out the searchlights. I just think humming attacking up the base is really fun. Like, I'm really easily amused. I don't know what to tell you. Then we take the grind rail. This part sucks as silver. Sure does. I give a lot of Sonic 06 a pass based on the fact that just the core concept of playing as Sonic is fun. Like, Like that they put hazards to avoid. Whoa, we died because I was reading chat. Fuck. Okay. There goes my S rank. Unlike you. No, the snowboarding section in this game in this level is really bad. Damn. Reading chat is a hazard to my health in this game. Should I stream Rise of Lyric sometime? I would need to know I have an audience for that, because I have fun playing Sonic 06, right? Like, you know, if there's a lull in chat, I'm still entertained in this game because it's funny. Rise of Lyric is tough to sit through at the best of times. So I'd need to like have a guaranteed like, yeah, everyone's in chat and we got like 10 people watching and chatting minimum, because like I'd need an audience to be engaging me to get through Rise of Lyric. But that could be a silly game sometime. For the record, I don't think Rise of Lyric's like the worst thing ever made or anything. But it's up there. It's bad. It's much worse than this. I think this might be the like of the really, really bad Sonic games. This one's a lot better than Rise of Lyric. Purely based on Rise of Lyric just being so dull. It's boring. Everyone's like, Sonic Synergy would have been the best Sonic game, actually. And I'm like, nah. Nah, the core gameplay is not good. Like, what they were going to do wouldn't have been fun. It would have been a competent game, which is more than I can say about the current version, but I don't think it would have been good.
You're late.
Eggman.
Deal with your little pets. Where's Elise? My, aren't we impatient?
Sonic!
She's right there. Why didn't you just see her? Like, she's next to him. I don't like that you can see Eggman's eyes. You shouldn't be able to see Eggman's eyes. Like, it's okay for Jim Carrey's eyes to be visible because he's a man. He's like a real dude. But not this Eggman. Like, video game Eggman's eyes should never be visible. I'm cool with it in the cartoons where he's got the weird black and red eyes because that's different. I'm cool with it when it's Jim Carrey because he's just an actual physical human man. But game Eggman's eyes should be a mystery. I don't want to ever see them. But now we know that they exist and they're blue. They're blue. Yeah, exactly. They are. And it like irritates me that we know that. It shouldn't be a thing.
Powerful for you to overcome. No.
Look at them. Like they're just there. You can see his weird fucking head veins. Like that's odd.
The Solaris
God, I hate his model in game. I don't hate the design itself. I just hate the model. It's creepy and uncanny.
this machine should be able to control the flow of time itself.
But like in the intro cutscene, it looks pretty good.
Rest assured, they're not dead. Yet.
I think the name Eggman's also silly for this dude. Like,
They've just been teleported by my
if they
glorious
called him
invention
Dr.
of the
Robotnik, I'd be
time.
more okay with it, just because he's like an edgelord and it's more of an edgy name.
Who knows
But
where they'll end up?
he just it's a weird
From the
Eggman design.
distant past or far future.
I've seen a video where his glasses are completely off for this cutscene. That would be weird, and I don't want to see it. You'll probably send it anyway, but that's okay. You can do that.
In order to be complete.
Unleashed in Generations curb stomps this game visually. Oh, absolutely. It definitely did. That's 100% true.
Now that I have the Chaos Emeralds and
Relative to when this game came out, for a 2006 game, Sonic 06 looks pretty good. Like, compared to other games of its era, looks fine. I like this game visually for the most part. But no, I definitely don't think... I like how the levels look, is a much better way for me to put it. I don't like the game's art style very much. I like how the Sonic characters look. Those models are fine. And it fits the darker tone of the story. I don't like Eggman's design. I don't like he has like realistically proportioned legs. I don't like that Elise has orange legs, which is really goddamn weird looking. The levels look fine. Obviously, the later games look much better. The Hedgehog engine, ooh, much, 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 much better. But it doesn't look awful. People argue that Unleashed is still the best looking Sonic game. And from an art direction perspective, that's a very valid opinion. I don't necessarily think it's true visually. The textures tend to be smeary when you look at them. And the,
Boy, do I feel dizzy.
The frame rate's great if you're playing it on a Series X where it runs at a locked 60. Like, I like that, but then it still runs at a weird resolution. Like, it's really low res and, like, upscale. This game runs at a higher native resolution, I think. I think the Wii Sonic games look better than this. I think the art direction in them is better. I don't know. I think this is a very normal-looking game for when it came out. It's very bog standard aesthetically. Crisis City looks good though. It looks better in Generations. Even though it reuses the textures, it's just the lighting is so much better in Generations. Hedgehog Engine's beastly.
The future?
That's why you play a game like
Man's machine can control time.
Generations running at 4K or at 1080p and it looks so good.
Now,
The visuals are one of the better aspects of this game. No, that's true.
You need a space-time rift.
I think the actual
Requires a lot of
like level aesthetics are solid though. There are some really good looking levels in this game. I think Crisis City looks quite nice. I think Kingdom Valley is really pretty.
Using your chaos control will. Yes, but that alone is insufficient.
What was up with that camera zoom? There was nothing there. They're not contradicting each
Looks
other.
Like we need to work together.
What was Rouge's plan? Like, Shadow's like, whatever, he's stoic. But Rouge didn't give a shit that she's stuck in the future. It feels like she should care a little bit. Like a smidge, you know? Like, she's just completely indifferent. Which is fine, I guess, but I never understood. Like, her attitude's very lackadaisical about the whole affair. Loading, loading. I like this level. Crisis City's really good. This is one of the best levels in the game.
The whole city's on fire.
Like, just full stop. I like this stage. Okay, Sonic. Had to immediately get stuck on nothing and make me look like an idiot for saying that. I think this is clearly the best choice to be a level in Generations. I think Kingdom Valley was second best, and I think Kingdom Valley being in Shadow Generations is really good. I also think Radical Train, good as hell. There are a couple stages in this game that I really like. There's three. There's just three that I really like. That's it. And they're all Sonic levels. But still, God, those grind rails are so precise. Like, do you see how close I am to them? Like, what was that? The Mach Speed section ruins the stage. I'm pretty good at it, so I don't care. But that is a case of me just practicing garbage and getting good at it. Like, I'm not going to try and pretend like it's not. Sonic doesn't even reach the speed boosters. It's so pathetic. It's so sad. Oh, Sonic. But I don't mind this game's Mach Speed section, or this level's Mach Speed section. I'm good at it. It is the worst one in the game. It was a run killer for me as a kid. The snowboarding sections would actually be fun if they didn't control like shit. Oh yeah, this one, the design's really good. It's just that it plays terribly. This grind rail section's rough because Sonic doesn't have a grind rail switching mechanic. You can homing attack the grind rails, which is good. But that's your rail switching, is just hoping the homing attack works. This game's homing attack is kind of a mess. So it's sort of hoping for the best, which isn't great. But if you like play Project 06, which I'm gonna only reference a little bit, I don't subscribe to the narrative that a really good fan game remake makes this game retroactively better. It doesn't. And again, I like Sonic 06 for what it is. I think it's a game with a lot of merit, but it's still very poor. It's interesting because I went from being, I would say, a genuine defender of this game to like a harsh critic. Because the perspective on it has shifted. My perspective on it hasn't shifted at all. But the general consensus on this game seems to be a lot more positive than it really deserves to be now, which is interesting. Because by all accounts, this is a bad game. But then people will defend it. And I think it's fine to defend it. Because again, there's a lot I enjoy here. If you say, hey, I enjoy Sonic 06 a lot, I don't think that's an incorrect opinion to have. But to say the game doesn't have the problems people say it has, like I've seen people say that 06's glitches are only a problem if you make them happen. No. No. Sonic 06 is glitchy to the point of, like, unplayability at times. I've had this game do crazy shit. I know how to navigate around the glitches. That's not the same thing. Just, it's interesting how perspectives on things change. I'm glad people enjoy the game. I'm happy people enjoy things in general. And again, I enjoy Sonic 06. I would have called myself a defender of this game for quite some time. But now, not so much. Now I would say I am more of a critic, not because of my perspective shifting, but because the conversation shifted kind of radically in favor of this game. And, you know, I have some slightly controversial Sonic takes. I don't consider Sonic Unleashed very good. I consider it almost really good. I think it's really well made. But I don't like a lot about Sonic Unleashed. And I don't just mean, no, I don't like the Werehog. I don't. I think the Werehog's not fun to play as. But structurally, I think Unleashed is really rough. Like, just from a pacing perspective, I don't enjoy going back to it. I have not done a full playthrough of it in forever. It's been many years. Because I just can't bring myself to do it. And that's a controversial opinion to have. You know? But it's much better than this game. Like, I have... If Sonic games that are considered bad, I usually don't like as much. You know, my opinion on this franchise tends to be biased and positive, but it does also tend to fall pretty in line with critical opinion, right? Like, I'd say, like, if a game's rated well on Metacritic, I usually like it. The only game I can think of where people liked it and I didn't is Sonic Superstars, and even then, I don't think fans like Superstars all that much. No one seemed to hate it, and I didn't hate it either, but I never beat it. I thought I got really bored of it. But it's very interesting how critical opinions on these games change. You do have to kind of lock in. Like, I know this section. There is a great deal of randomness to it, and I really don't want to lose my rings because I really want the S rank. So I'm trying really hard to not get hit by anything. It is not... Yeah, it's not up to you. Because, like, there. Yeah, it is random stuff. So I don't know if that's going to affect our S rank or not. I did a pretty good run of the stage. I'd say the S rank's 50-50, though. Just trying to get some rings. I'm, like, locked in hardcore. But this part's annoying, because stuff gets flung at you from this angle. You can't possibly see what's in front of you. 100% of this game, like, 2 years ago. The 1,000 gamer score you got from doing it made it worth it. Would not have been worth it to me, I'm not going to lie. I don't care about my gamer score. You would not catch me 100%ing Sonic 06.
That was incredible.
I mean, like, no. I've never achievement hunted this game. Finishing level of 500 rings a guaranteed S rank. That's actually good to know. I didn't know that. Amy's IHOP skin is available to download. I saw that. I need to do that. I'm pleased about that because I didn't go to IHOP during the whole promo. There isn't an IHOP near me. I have to go buy one sometimes to get to my friend's place because she lives like an hour and a half from me. So when I go visit, I have to drive by an IHOP, but there's like really good local restaurants out there. I don't want to go to IHOP. It's just Denny's, but different. Because their 60 store is shutting down. I don't care about the DLC. I bought all the DLC for this game to make a video about it one time, which is a great video, and everyone should watch it. It's my favorite LyingTuna Sonic video, but I digress. Actually, the 3D Blast video is really good. Anyway, point being, the DLC is interesting. It's mostly bad.
The day of disaster.
Oh, hi, Mephiles.
Here are my records of this event.
No, Mephiles, you don't need to do that. I don't care.
This was when Iblis was freed, and his flames were released into...
See, I like Iblis's design in the sense that he's just, you know, a palette swap of Shadow, and Shadow has a cool design. But I do think it's really funny because he has the rocket shoes. Why does Mephiles need rocket shoes? Not too concerned about the themes since people archive them anyway. I have one of the 06 themes as the theme for my main profile on this console, actually. Iblis looks like Play-Doh. Yeah, that's not incorrect. He does.
So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
God, Blaze is so fucking cool. She's stupid in this game. She's completely useless and doesn't need to be here, but she's so goddamn cool.
Hedgehog.
Even though she doesn't make any sense at all.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive.
It's the demonic hedgehog. It's that demonic hedgehog again, of all places. That'd be great if they said that. I love this teleporting effect they do. There isn't one. They're gone. It's so fucking funny.
What the? Who was that guy?
I like this design of Sonic's shoes. They look really good.
This is terrible. According to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman.
No, that's okay.
Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded.
I did that. It was me. I blew up the battleship.
Was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Just call it the egg carrier. That's what it's called. They just reused the one from Sonic Adventure. They explain why he has the egg carrier. Not really. The only game where Tails was seen with fangs. I like Tails' model in this game a lot. I think Tails might look the best of the main cast. His model's pretty good. Shadow's model's really good too, actually. This art style suited Shadow. I think Sonic looked a little bit... I was saying I really like Sonic's model in this game, but the more I look at it, the less I like it. I think it's kind of weird looking. But I really like the Shadow model.
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
This part's weird. This is very weird.
Have you guys
Very
discovered
aggressive.
anything?
Should I be proud of getting good at Sonic 06? Oh, I'm proud of it. I think it's funny. And you should be proud too. Everyone who's halfway decent in this game, it's funny. I don't know.
There.
If you don't like
When I was a
it, you
kid, God, get out of her face, Knuckles. Jesus Christ. Creepy, man.
Be late. Same to you.
God, Shadow's model's really good in this game. But I don't know. When I was a kid, you know, I didn't get games all the time. I had to save up for like 2, 3... It was like 2 years I had to save up to get an Xbox 360. I was wondering when you show up. What's up, man? So, you know, I didn't like Sonic 06. I fucking hated this game as a kid. My appreciation for it probably didn't sprout up until like high school, honestly, because even through like middle school, I was like, bad game. But I didn't have a lot of options, you know. I got this console, I got this game. I didn't have any other games until Christmas, so I played it at work. Still am. Well, it's okay. Multitask. I used to watch streams at my last job, but I kind of can't at my new job.
If I use a homing attack on a monster, I'll be able to reach the other side. Yes.
This game's homing attack would rank in the middle of my homing attack tier list, I think. God damn it, Sonic. Can you, like, not do that, please? We did. I still need to do this homing attack video. Should I do a homing attack video? Should I do a video where I just talk about the homing attack? Because I have thoughts. I like the homing attack. I think the homing attack's really cool.
Woohoo! What a view!
Was I unaware of this game's reputation before playing it? No. I knew everyone hated it, but here's the thing. You know, when this game came out, I was 9? By the time I got it, I was like 11. So I was a kid. You know, I didn't care what the internet said about a Sonic game. The air dash is actually really good for platforming in this game, at least, so there's that. Because I got a very predictable forward movement to it, and you can control it really well in the air if you have to. Be better if the homing attack worked, but that's fine. That dude was just a little out of range. It wasn't really the game's fault, to be honest, but that's not as funny. Bought it for 20 bucks. So yeah, I was a big Sonic fan, and you know, Shadow the Hedgehog didn't do it for me.
His weak point is the cap of the head. Gotta hit it once when it comes into view.
I don't know what the fuck Sonic's talking about. The way the lighting makes Sonic look in this cave was always really cool to me as a kid. A lot of people like Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog's a game that I think is bad, but is like well made enough that it is valid to enjoy it. It's just not ever gonna appeal to me and my taste in game design. Whereas this game, I think, does appeal to my taste in game design. It's just a piece of shit. So I like this game a lot more than Shadow the Hedgehog. This game doesn't deserve the music. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. It's a good-ass soundtrack. This is, like, one of my favorite Sonic soundtracks ever. But no, so I was a kid, you know. Little 8-year-old me wanted to play the newest Sonic games. Shadow the Hedgehog didn't do it for me. A little while later, Secret Rings came out. I had a Wii right when they came out because my parents got really lucky and found me one for Christmas that year. But I didn't get Secret Rings because I had played it and I just didn't fuck with the controls. And I'm happy I didn't have it until I was an adult because I don't like. Well, I was like in high school because I do not like Secret Rings. Secret Rings might be my least favorite 3D Sonic game. I do not fuck with Secret Rings. That game sucks. Just from a structural standpoint. I mean, the controls are bad. They're really bad, and they're the worst part of the game. But structurally, the game's bad too. So there's like not a redeeming element other than the presentation is great, and the theming is really good. Some of the most original themes of any Sonic game for levels. So that I like. But anyway, thanks game for the lava fucking thing. Back when you get home. Yeah, don't watch it when you're on the road. Please do not do that. Zelda had a T-rated game, so Shadow the Hedgehog should have been rated T. I mean, it could have been. All he did was say damn. It didn't really do anything to warrant a teen rating. I do want to do the homing attack video. Still hate Secret Rings to this day. It took you 2 to 3 months to beat. Yeah, it's rough. When I played it for my Secret Rings review a couple years ago, that was... I almost didn't finish that video. I was pissed. I didn't want to play it anymore. It's funny because I really like Black Knight. I'm kind of excited to do the Black Knight video sometime next year. Cause that's on the to-do list. Black Knight's up there on the high end of the videos I want to make. We skipped a whole bunch of level right there. Invincibility power-up. Nice. Great invincibility theme. Sonic, get off the wall. Just fall. Thank you. Play more Shadow the damn Hedgehog. I'll do another Shadow. I want to do another Shadow stream. I like the idea of letting chat decide our fate with the routing. I had fun with that. Once I get into like a normal... I'm going to eventually post a streaming schedule somewhere. Probably on Twitter or on Discord. Just somewhere. I'll like plan streams out like a week or so in advance. Sonic, no, don't die. Fuck. I want the S rank so we can buy items. Whatever. I do not fuck with, we're gonna go the long way this time through this part. Ouch. It's completely unnecessary because you just run up the one wall. And you end up in the same exact place. Right here. You don't have to go that way. I was gonna go the long way, but now we're not. But no, I fucking hate Secret Rings. That shit's bad. I was aware of this game's reputation. I had seen gameplay of it. I assumed it would be awesome, regardless. And it almost made me not like Sonic anymore, to be honest. I was so pissed when I played this shit. I was mad I saved up, because I bought an Xbox 360 just to play this. And to be clear, I love the 360. I'm still playing on that same 360. It did red ring and break, but I got it fixed by Microsoft, because they had like an extended warranty, because they got sued for it. I don't care if we take damage here, because I can just get the rings, but... Yeah, I was, like, not cool with this game. But then I got Oblivion, which is one of my favorite games ever made that Christmas, as well as Sonic Unleashed, which had just come out. And Unleashed, a game I do not consider very good, to be clear, overall. But holy shit, it still scratched the itch. It made me like Sonic again. And then eventually I grew to really appreciate Sonic 06 for its own stuff. Black Knight greater than Secret Rings. Fuck yes. Black Knight's awesome. I mean, it's nothing like amazing, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like, oh, it's one of the best Sonic games. No, it's like, it's mid, but like, it's fun. It's just like a cute Wii game. It's got, like, just, it's solid. It's controls well enough. The levels are creative. I like the characters and the theming and the story and the writing and the performances. I like Black Knight. I think it's pretty good. So this whole section's whole gimmick is you gotta play as Knuckles and you have to hit all those orbs within Homing attack, could you please? Within a minute. You can also clip through there. Colors the only Wii Sonic game you played. Ooh. Colors is a great game. I will die on the hill that people who say Sonic Colors is actually bad and was a downfall of the series or whatever. Incorrect. Colors slaps. I love Sonic Colors. It's a really, really good game. Wii version's obviously better than Ultimate, but I usually play Ultimate just because it's like in HD and I can launch it on my Series X. The slim models will less likely get one. For 360s, yes, absolutely, that's true. But I have my original model, and it's fine. My only fear is if it does red ring, I don't know how to get my... Well, the hard drive would be fine. I could transfer the stuff off the hard drive. I was just afraid of losing my, my DLC for this game, mostly. There's some other stuff, some downloaded games, but I'm not really worried about those, to be honest. I can pirate them, but I really wish this game would be on the Series X as a backwards compatible title. I think it's stupid that it's not. Like, it's a bad game, but I'm just big on preserving major franchises. Down, 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 bow, 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 down, bow. Don't touch it.
What's this?
That's Iblis. You can take it to your local game repair shop when it happens. I don't have a local game repair shop. We have a local retro game store. I ran it for many years, but they don't do repairs. Like, if I needed my, like, Virtual Boy fixed or something, I could get that done by them because I bought it through them and they would cover it for me, but... What a goofy motherfucker Iblis is. This fight sucks, incidentally. I don't like this fight. It's really boring. You can speed it up a little bit, but only a little bit. Which is exactly what we're going to do, is try and speed it up.
Leave this to me.
Soon we'll be able to start buying the gems. That's when the game gets entertaining.
Far to attack. Is there some way to draw him in?
We do a little damage boosting in this fight just because I don't want to, like, not get to kill him. That's not how you're supposed to do that. The original plan was it was going to be on Xbox backwards compatible, then it got canceled. Well, I never heard that. That's interesting. It would make sense just based on the game's reception. It's overwhelmingly negative. Like, this is one of those infamous games literally in history. No, Iblis, don't. God fucking damn it, Iblis. What we're basically doing is just trying to skip as many waiting periods as this fight has, which is a lot. Ooh, Sonic got fucking dome. Ooh, that lava looks bad. That looked really rough. You'd buy a Steam version for $5. Project 06 exists, and you can also emulate it. Like, 360 emulation's not bad. My PC can do it. My PC's, like, fine. It's, like, a normal mid-range gaming PC build. Like, it's got a 2080 in it. You know, I'm not cutting any 4K 120 hertz kind of performance on this thing. But it can run 360 emulation just fine. Like, anything can at this point. As long as, like, an actual gaming PC. I am really glad that they are doing a Switch port of Generations. I'm a big fan of games being preserved. Obviously, it's part of Sonic Shadow Generations, and that's its own thing, because I'm excited for all of that extra content, too. But, alright, I'm gonna just go for it. Come on, Sonic. Come on, Sonic. Oh, we got him. We got him. The reason I jump off the platform is because he does damage you on the platform, and to get over there, I won't have any rings. So it's almost required to do it this way. I mean, I can just wait out the fight, but it makes a 2-minute boss fight into, like, an 8-minute boss fight. It takes so long if you let Iblis actually do all of his attacks instead of doing what I'm doing, which is skipping as much as possible. This is the way to do it, I swear. Unless you fuck it up like me. Oop.
Looks like there are hard footholds that his attacks can't break. Take advantage of them to evade and counterattack.
I've never died to Iblis Phase 2, for the record, I don't think. So this is new.
Is there some way to draw him in?
You might play the Generations Remaster on your Steam Deck. Hell yeah. I love my Steam Deck so much. It's such a great piece of hardware. I feel bad because that may, like, invalidated my Switch as a handheld, though. Like, I never take my Switch anywhere with me. Like, if I'm on the go with a console, it's a Steam Deck. I use my Switch a lot, but it's as a home console. And even then, I'd say my Series X and my PS5 do get more use than my Switch. I am excited for Nintendo's next console. Very excited, in fact. What's your definitive way to play the adventure games? Depends on my mood. In a general sense, I think modded Steam is like clearly the best, you know. Better SADX with the Dreamcast conversion mod, or if I'm playing SA2, the Steam version with some of the enhancement mods. Like the one that fixes the analog input and stuff. I do think, however, if we're talking original official releases, it would be Dreamcast for SA1, GameCube for SA2, if we're going official releases. How I normally play SA2 is just on my Xbox, and SA1 on my PC. SA1 with better SADX on Steam Deck is really good too. Yeah. Adventure 2 runs great on Steam Deck, though. Like this actual Steam port. Okay, I think we good. I think... Do your thing, Iblis. Iblis, come on. Iblis, what the fuck? Iblis, come on. Iblis. Fuck, Iblis, what the hell's your problem, man? God fucking... It's a piece of shit game. I don't like Sonic 06's boss fights. This is the only fight that I'm struggling. I don't think we're going to struggle again the entire rest of the thing. 100%ing SA2. Oh, it sucks. I straight up, like, I just have pirated save files saved to my GameCube memory card. Like, I've got them on GameFAQs or whatever. Because I'm now, for all the GameCube Sonic games. Just for, specifically for when I need footage of them. So if I need to record a specific boss fight or whatever, right? I don't have to play through them. Or if I want to show Green Hill Zone in SA2, obviously I can play it modded on my PC, or I can, if I want 480p footage that looks authentic, I can just record it on my GameCube with that. Because I tend to try and keep things on original hardware, and, you know, I'm going to do the same for Dreamcast. I just don't have, currently I don't have a way of putting hacked save files on a VMU. I know it's really easy to do. But I don't have a way to do it currently. But no, I hated it. I will eventually probably do a stream series of 100%ing SA2, though, because I do think it would be interesting to stream it. But it wouldn't be fun. Like, to actually do. I would not enjoy the process of it. Alright, we're gonna play this carefully. I don't want to fucking die on the last hit again. That made me really mad. I don't think the Dreamcast version of SA2 is all that great, though. Oh yeah, transferring Chow over would be a good thing to do if you don't want to deal with all the effort of actually making Chow. I, for one, wouldn't either. It's a hassle. Like, I'm assuming you already have them on PC and just want to import them. I feel like you can do that. I don't actually know if, like, the files would be the same or what. Whatever. Incidentally, this is how you're supposed to do the final, the Iblis fight. You're supposed to wait till he drops these stalactites, dodges attacks, and then eventually he will attack like this, and you can get him.
Sonic, it's coming!
Oh, that's right. That's why this one's different, because it's a scripted final hit. God, you can tell I don't go back to this game very often. Okay, he's dead. You think A ranking SA2 is fun? I think SA2 is my favorite ranking system in the Sonic series. So, I agree. Generations is fun because it's really easy. But, I already made a Sonic Chow and a Shadow Chow because Tails, Knuckles, and Amy Chow are only on GameCube. Can you import stuff from Battle into Dreamcast? Would they work? Would they do anything? I don't know if they would work. I mean, they might. I'm assuming you would know what you're talking about with it. But I don't know for sure. I've never, like,
That was incredible.
thought about it. The Chow Garden is kind of rough in SA2 on Dreamcast. Comparatively. Like, it's fine. The SA1 Chow Garden on Dreamcast is fucking useless, but I don't care about the Chow Garden, so it doesn't matter. I just know I really like SA1 on Dreamcast and SA2 on GameCube. I think that's the better way to play those games. I usually play SA2 on Series X or on my Steam Deck, but the controls are kind of fucked. Specifically, just the way grind rails work is weird. Because you're supposed to be able to lean and it doesn't work quite right. The sensitivity's wrong. It's playable.
Chaos.
It's not 100% correct to how the mechanics are supposed to work. I like how he looks back and it just fades. It's like, ooh, what's happening? Find out in Shadow Story. Only on Sonic 2006. I think you just fight Mephiles. Pretty sure.
Ow!
Man, they ate shit except for Sonic. They make Sonic cool in this game.
Like we made it back in one piece.
Where did Shadow and Rouge go? Did they appear someplace else?
Those two can take care of themselves.
It's a time travel story. Can they just travel time if they need to again? Hey, look at Zekman. Daily Soriana. I love that. Daily Soriana. Just mistranslation is very funny. Dramatic zoom on his fucking polygonal ass nose. Oh, it's so good. It's so fun. Collect information about Elise. I think Radical Train is the next level. I'm pretty sure. We got Radical Train, Kingdom Valley, and Aquatic Base. I think those are the levels that are left, if I'm counting right in my head. And there's that weird part where you gotta play as Tails and do Wave Ocean again, and it's exactly the same, but you're Tails. Because, you know. Look at that. We got Sonic Heroes going on. What goes down must come up, as they say. What the fuck you want? No, I don't want to do that. I do want to find... First of all, can I buy the bounce bracelet yet? Cool. So that's important. So is our next side mission if he's available yet. I think he's available now, but we'd have to go back to the main city. To the main hub. So let's see if I can. I don't know if that's the entrance to the town or to the forest. Let's ask this guy. Okay, so we can't right now anyway. I mean, we could, because we could clip through that, but... Oh no, there's still the other... There's another level. There's the, that really fucky one with the... With Elise. The pretty decent jungle level. This game has like 50 side missions and not a single one of them is good. That is not true. Sonic Man is peak. I will defend Sonic Man to my dying breath. I love a good intentional shitpost moment in a video game, and Sonic Man is a 10 out of 10 in that category. We stand Sonic Man on this channel. Other than that, I agree. That's you're otherwise correct. This is a great level.
Before
Like, this is a really well-designed, fun level for Sonic's gameplay in this game. Sonic, go in the ring. What are you doing? Sonic! I'm starting over. I want to do it the way I like to do it. Sonic Man got bullied in school. Yeah, well, you know, he deserved it, but that's not the point. I want to take the rainbow ring, Sonic. Take the fucking rainbow ring, Sonic. God. Sonic. Sonic. We're going to try one more time. I like to take the rainbow ring. I've never, ever had the homing attack lock onto the rails like that before in this level. That's super weird. There we go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted the extra lives and stuff. And I know I lost an equal amount of lives as I gained. Because of how the restart system works in this game, where you lose a life every time you hit the restart button. But that's okay. This is an area where you can die by not doing anything wrong, because Sonic will just automatically run off a fucking ledge. This game has a couple areas like that. I don't know, Sonic, you're the one running on it. That's not really a me problem, is it, bud? So we have the bounce bracelet now from SA2. It is not very interesting, but it does greatly help with combat. That's its main utility in this game. Unlike in like SA2, where it is a platforming tool. It is here too, kind of. But the platforming in this game isn't really its strength. But I like the fact it has platforming. Like, this isn't... Let me rephrase. The platforming controls aren't the strength. The actual level design, like, the platforming's pretty solid. It's not bad. I don't know why I even bother trying to spin dash there. It's like in my brain, I'm like, I'll spin dash onto that dash panel. It doesn't fucking do anything in this game. This ain't a Sonic adventure game with actual momentum and physics that mean something. Kick the box, Sonic. I was mashing the kick button. He was just locked up for some reason. This level's really good, though. It has a bunch of different paths, but it's very, like, clear and linear. Like, you know exactly where you need to go. The whole gimmick where if you don't complete each section quickly enough, Elise fucking dies is a good mechanic. Like, this is a great stage. And then it has a good Mach Speed section. Like, this is an overall good stage. It's well designed. It's well thought out. I like it. Start to finish, I enjoy this level. There's, like, one other level I'm going to say is really good, and it's Kingdom Valley. And Kingdom Valley kind of sucks when you play a silver. So, it's not all great. This is the best level in the game, probably, level design-wise. Aesthetically, it's just, like, normal. Like, it looks good. It looks fine. Alright, whatever. We take damage sometimes. It happens. I love Sonic not having an animation for jumping between pillars or anything. Like, you do these... Essentially, you do, like, a triangle dive sort of thing, where it's this. But Sonic just launches head first into shit. He doesn't give a damn about his health or his well-being. He's fine. We're invincible. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter. I think we still took damage. We're invincible. What the fuck? Yeah, we took damage even though we were invincible. What the hell? That cost us our A rank. Or S rank. What the fuck? I just assumed that it wouldn't matter. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So, after this level, I think is when we can meet Sonic Man. I hope. We're going to get to the point of levels that I don't enjoy soon. Well, no. The next level is really good, I think. It's the Elise level, which is quite fun.
I knew it. I knew you'd return. You had to.
That's nice, Elise. I didn't ask, though. I didn't fucking ask you, Princess Elise.
This time, there will be no more interruptions. The Iblis trigger must die.
Sonic.
This game looks pretty good when you play it on a CRT, for the record. Like, it don't look as good on a flat screen or like a stream setup like this where it's HDMI. But when you have this shit hooked up on composite video on a cheap Zenith television set in 2008, I was like, damn, graphics, this is the future.
Why are you getting in my way?
God, I love the whooshing sound whenever he swings his arm. It's like, it's so dramatic. It's so crazy dramatic. Play this on a CRT. It's really good. Yeah, it looks nice on a CRT. I have a CRT hooked up right here. My 360 doesn't get fed to that, though, because the 360 is hooked up using HDMI. I think the consoles that are hooked up to that CRT right now are one of my NESs, one of my Super NESs, my Genesis, my N64, my Saturn, my GameCube, my PS2. My setup, because it's all revolves mostly around recording and streaming, but also looking really good. I care about quality, just for casual play. You know, I barely make content anymore. I'm really trying to fix that. But you know, it's primarily just for personal use. And the RetroTink 5X is kind of the core of the setup. I haven't found a need to upgrade to the new RetroTink, the 4K one, because it's like $700, and I just don't need it. But my there are certain consoles that look so much better on a CRT, you have no idea. N64 on a CRT hits different. Makes an ugly console look pretty great. PS1 games look great on a CRT. Genesis games look very different on a CRT. I mostly play on my flat screen with my RetroTink 5X. But the component and S-Video inputs from my RetroTink are split between my CRT and the RetroTink. That goes to both displays. So even when I'm recording, if I want to, I can play on here. For streaming, I can't, because I have another display for streaming. Like, I have like 3 TVs and 2 monitors in my setup right now. There's so many screens. But well, technically one of the TVs is also my third PC monitor. It's a lot. Hello there, Hatsune Miku the Hedgehog. I'm gonna show how to do this boss correctly, and then we're gonna cheese it the rest of the time because I don't care. You're supposed to homing attack up here, and then run up his arm, and jump on his head and use the bounce bracelet. But you don't need to do that. That's not how we're gonna do it, in fact. But no, if you can get a cheap, nice CRT and you have the space for it, it's worth it. You need to have the space for it, though. And it needs to be cheap. Like, you know, I'm not saying I'd never spend a couple hundred on a PVM, but I'd never spend a couple thousand on a PVM. So because you fight this guy as silver, he has a weak spot on the bottom, because that's where you throw shit at him. But it's a homing attack target, because that's how the targeting works in this game. It uses the same thing to determine if it's a homing attack target or a target for the telekinesis. So he just homing attacks straight up. And then you hit him and he dies, and it cuts that fight in like half. Similar to the Iblis fight. I almost said the Mephiles fight, but the only difference is that this fight is substantially better than the Iblis stage phase 2 fight. Iblis phase 2 is like one of the worst Sonic bosses ever. I had a CRT from 1993 from Goodwill before. It had some problems, and it's a Toshiba. Mine's a Panasonic, and it's great. I got it at a local. Bouncing makes homing attacking his weak spot easier. Yeah, but you don't need to. Like, I didn't. It was fine. Spin dash away from danger. This one's a Panasonic. It's really nice. I like the CRT. Its geometry's a little off, but I'm not someone who, like, cares. I just want to play Sonic and Pac-Man on it. And for that, it's great. It's been fine. It's not my primary display for that stuff.
That was incredible.
Current CRT is a Philips from 05. This is, I want to say, 2004. When I check the sticker on the back. The service menu on this model is a little limited. If it was one size class bigger, because it's a 20-inch, I have pretty limited space. Which means incredibly limited space right now. So this needed to be small enough to fit and be set up. I could see eventually if I like buy a place with a dedicated game room, base game. That's One way to put it, Dave. That's up to you. I don't know about that, but it's a game. It's a game. Man, that looked like shitty ass Mystic Ruins. This is the worst hub world, by the way. This is my least favorite Sonic hub world ever. The big open plains area in this game is rough. 100% the Sonic game of all time. It's true. I can't argue with the facts, man. That is definitely a thing. That is true. Don't look at her like that, Sonic. I need you to never make that look again, ever, at anyone. I could kill all of them by mashing the A button. You got this swarm of enemies, hit the A button. You have another CRT in your closet. That's a VCR too. So this one I like because it has composite component and S-video. So it can support like almost all my retro stuff and obviously RF. So it's pretty great for just versatility. It's why I wanted it. And because it's only 20-inch, so I can like fit it. But the screen's big enough to actually play on. I have a little tiny like 10-inch CRT as well. Let's go fight all those enemies, Elisa. Oh, they're gone. All right. My little CRT is really nice. It has just composite, but it has a DVD player built in. I like that screen. It's fine. I don't think having a CRT is necessary to be to enjoy a retro console, but I do think it's a different vibe. I think it helps. I do think a quality scaler is kind of important. I don't think everyone needs a RetroTink 4K. I don't have one. Even something like a RetroTink 5X, which is $300-something at this point, which is great. I love that thing more than I can express. It's fantastic. But I think it's overkill for like 90% of people. Like, realistically, this is one of the most sacrilegious things I'll ever say, and this will annoy anyone watching who's into video scaling as much as I am. But those $30 cables by Pound or Hyperkin or whatever generic brand of the week has them, that just plug into your Genesis or your GameCube or whatever, and output HDMI, I think they are perfectly fine for a solid like 90% of people playing retro consoles. I don't think they need to have anything amazing. It's not that they don't deserve to have something amazing. I think if they want to, they should. But I think people kind of gatekeep the upscaling space a little bit. Like, yeah, do I think it's better to get like a RetroTink 2X Pro or a cheap OSSC model or something like that? Are we dead? I think we're dead. Goodbye. People need to start putting CRTs at thrift stores and Goodwill. Well, the thing is, none of the local thrift stores around me carry CRTs anymore. The last one that did just got rid of them. Like, I got mine. I went back a couple weeks later to see if there were any other ones, and they were gone. I was pissed. And the Goodwills all got rid of them. This one was like a locally owned, like, church one. Well, not locally owned. It's a St. Vincent de Paul, but you know what I mean. Like a smaller chain. God, the timing's so weird on that. Use one of the generic HDMI converters. Yeah, they're fine. I think for most people, it's adequate. You can get the ones that are console specific. You can get a cheap one that just and have like a switch if you have multiple consoles. You know, you don't need to have anything super fancy. Is it nice to have something fancy? Yeah. I'm never going to go back. I love my setup. I've gone through so many upscalers at this point. I've done RetroTinks and FrameMeisters and OSSCs. You know, I've had pretty much everything except for the, like, Pixel FX Morph, because I think the RetroTink 5X hit the sweet spot where I'm never going to need to get another scaler again. Unless I just impulse buy a RetroTink 4K at some point. Well, homing attack didn't work. RIP. But this level's really good. I want to express I like this one. I don't think anyone's going to bring back a CRT. I think that's impossible because the parts aren't made for it anymore. Like, just manufacturing wise, it would be incredibly expensive, and I don't think there's enough of a market for it. Like, yeah, retro gamers like CRTs, but I don't think they like them enough. But I don't know. I feel like really uncomfortable sometimes when people talk about, like, if I talk about my video setup with people. Everyone likes my video setup. You know, I've never had anyone be like, oh, that's lame. But people get snobbish about stuff and sort of talk down on having a lower end setup. Oh, don't use pound cables. They're so laggy. Yeah, kind of. But also, like, I have a set that I use as a backup. You glitched that spring so many times. This level's one where you can die and it's not your fault in a lot of places. I also don't understand the timing on the flowers. Each one's different. When I used to play this game a lot, I had it very memorized and I could like breeze through it. It's been a long time since that's been the case for me, unfortunately. Man, I get real excited when I get to talk about video converters and upscalers. They're my favorites. It's my favorite shit ever. I think it's so cool, like having old consoles hooked up. When I have an actual game room, I think a game room tour video will be not like an immediate need unless people want it. If people want it, I'll do it like right away. I don't know when I'll have a dedicated game room. We were looking at a place that kind of fell through. I don't know if I want to rent or buy. Like I'm very undecided about everything with that. No, I don't want to ride the turtle, Elise. That's okay. I want to go this way. Yep, I know, Elise. It's the literal only way we can go. I think you're supposed to jump the moment it glows. Yeah, but that doesn't actually work sometimes. But that level's great. That last area, basically, is great. It is dense. You have, like, a billion routes you can take to get from point A to point B. It's so cool. Something I always ask is, when the time comes, would people want a game room tour video? I don't want to do a setup tour now because I know it's going to change at some point. And it's a lot of stuff in storage. But when I have everything out, everything displayed, and everything organized, would people want to sort of see, like, what makes the channel tick? What my personal setup looks like? Not in a bragging way, but more in just a, like, because I think it's cool. I love watching other people's game room tour videos so much. I love a good game room and setup tour. They're a favorite of mine.
Looks like we've lost them.
I'll settle things here.
Look, the animation got good again.
Elise, you should go back to the castle.
Okay. Sonic?
Am I excited for Sonic 3 in December? Hell yeah, that movie looks like it's going to be fun. Granted, we know nothing about it other than vaguely that Shadow's in it, but still, yeah, I'm super pumped for it. I think it's going to be a blast. I love the other two Sonic movies, Sonic 2 especially. I think Sonic 2 made Sonic 1 almost irrelevant for me, but yeah, I'm very, very, very excited.
Once you defeat Eggman, you'll leave, won't you? Though I've been frightened many times, I've also enjoyed this adventure. It allowed me to be something other than a princess. I was able to be myself.
I think my only thoughts on Sonic Movie 3
It sounds
is that they really need to market it.
isn't that easy.
It isn't sometimes.
I think
but
I don't want them to spoil everything. Sonic 2, there was very little left to the imagination by the time the film came out. But surely they could do better than nothing. You know, like Sonic 3 so far has
my late father.
some pictures of Shadow that leaked from merchandise, and that is the extent of its marketing.
Become a strong queen who doesn't cry, no matter what happens.
The Duke of Soleon is so goddamn weird. Sonic knows what he's doing. Oh, Sonic knows what he's doing right now. He knows what's up. This game has its ups and downs, but you don't think it's that bad. I do.
My parents said to
I think it's that bad, but I also admire so much of what it does. I have so much fun when I play it.
go on another adventure.
Like, to be clear, I'm enjoying it. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Michael. I appreciate you.
Definitely.
But my opinion on this game is somewhere. It's so interesting because as the public opinion of this game has shifted to positive, I've gone from coming across as quite a defender to kind of a hater. But I just like Sonic 06. I think it has. I feel like that counts as crying. I've ever played the hard mode versions of most of these levels. There are almost no changes. Yeah, super hard mode's a little more interesting sometimes. That's a DLC though. But even then, it's only interesting sometimes. That's something I could probably show off, actually, if we want, whenever the campaign's over, because I'm not sitting through the fucking credits. I'll probably bounce over to my, because I'm playing this in, like, a side profile I made just to stream with, so I had a fresh save file. Which do I prefer, Sonic Adventure 1 or 2? SA1 all day, every day. It's the better game. That being said, I really like SA2 a lot as well. SA2 had the sauce in a way that SA1 just didn't. Like, the tone, the attitude, the sonicness of it, it hits different. But SA1 has its own thing going on that hits better for me. I love Sonic Adventure 1. The SA2 hard mode levels were way better. Correct. They were. That's definitely true. But they're fine either way. Like, I don't dislike any of the, like, extra content this game has to offer. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's just extra content. The fact that the boss rush is DLC is kind of stupid because of the other games. Like, SA2 just had a boss rush. You don't have to buy it, but whatever. I love the fact that this game structure is literally Sonic rescues Elise, and then Eggman immediately captures her again. That's the entire game. God, it's hot in here. I'm by my window. Normally this fan is blasting cool air in, but here's the thing. Microphone. Fan. I'm not doing that to you guys. I value my audio quality too much. I didn't spend this much money on an audio setup only to have a fucking fan blowing. I have a ceiling fan on because the SM7B is pretty good about rejecting background noise. Like, I can hear it, and you guys can too, probably like right now. But only because it's a loading screen, you know? I'm not gonna lie, Sonic 3 is gonna be fire, but Knuckles Heroes is kind of a shit show. I didn't watch the Knuckles show. I did get asked about it by a cute girl at Boscow's. My buddy Tim, who did the layout for the channel, does some of my editing for me and stuff. Hey, look, we're Tails now. How many people actually bought this game's DLC? I did, but only because I wanted it for a video. Can tolerate try to all A rank heroes since it's mostly speed and points. Yeah, Heroes' scoring system's pretty good. Heroes slaps if you're playing as Team Sonic, and that's it. Otherwise, I don't like it that much. Yeah, I was at Boscob's. I was shopping for clothes. Like, I just needed some t-shirts a couple months ago, and I was at the mall. It's like a dead mall, but you know, looking for a Sonic shirt with my buddy Tim. And eventually we go to Boscov's. They don't have any Sonic shirts, but I'm wearing a Sonic shirt at the time. I buy some other stuff. And the cute girl at checkout's like, "Oh, I love your shirt. Are you gonna watch the Knuckles show? Do you like Sonic?" Like, how? And I was like, "Yep, I love Sonic. No, I'm not gonna watch Knuckles. It looks bad. Bye." And then everyone was like, "Why didn't you flirt with the cute shop lady?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing we can do, huh?" I was too busy being mad that I couldn't find a Sonic shirt, and I just, you know, did my thing. Team Chaotix is the worst part of Sonic Heroes, if you ask me. I fucking hate that shit. Team Dark isn't much better. The levels are just so long. Oh, look at this intense speed and platforming action. It's funny, because I like the Chaotix's characters a whole lot. I think they're awesome. But I think they're the worst part of Sonic Heroes, and I think their game, like Knuckles Chaotix, if you want my in-depth thoughts, I did a video on it years ago. I will tell you, I think it's bad. That video was during the process of me sort of evolving my equipment for the channel, because I recorded that with my RetroTink 2X, which caps out at 480p. And then I did my Sonic R review with an OSSC, but it was weird and did not like my capture card, so I had to record at these oddball resolutions to make it work. And then eventually I got my FrameMeister, and that's when I started making content a little more easily. And then I got my RetroTink 5X, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, but, you know. Can't go wrong. The Team Chaotix theme is very good. Well, that's true. Hero soundtrack in general is just 10 out of 10 shit. It's fantastic. You can see what they're going for with Sonic 06. Oh, we're dead because I was reading chat. I keep dying because I read chat. God damn. Anyway. You know what? We're actually going to start over. I really want the S rank so we get the rings for it. You see what they were going for with 06, but the execution was horrible. That is accurate, yeah. I think the game still would have had issues if it was finished. Don't get me wrong. I don't subscribe to the this would have been the best Sonic game ever if it was done thing, because no, it wouldn't have. It still had, like, design issues. I don't think Shadow or Silver's gameplay would have panned out the way that people wanted it to anyway. And even for a beta, I feel like this game's controls and stuff are kind of jank and weird. It's very hard to get your rings back whenever you're playing as Tails. I'm going for points right now. I want to get some points. Fuck it. We're going to go for speed, actually. But basically, yeah, I want to get an S rank if I can. I want to get rings. Tails gets tired very quickly. Tails is so useless in Sonic 06. They fix him a little bit in Team Attack Amigo, which is the one DLC mode, which focuses on the buddy characters. But it doesn't totally fix him. He's still very slow. He's just less slow than this. I did do streams of all the character stories like a couple years ago, and I will tell you that was not fun, but I am having fun playing just Sonic story. I think it's good, like, to play through. It's fine because the level design's strong enough that it's like tolerable. It's still bad. No, Tails, what the fuck? Tails, no, that way. That was weird. But yeah, no, Tails' gameplay is rough. He's one of the worst characters in this game. There's cool stuff with him, like this. You know, I like the fact they actually play with his flight abilities. Team Attack Amigo does that a fair amount, so does Super Hard Mode. They do some really cool stuff with Tails for platforming. This is the only instance in the main game where the platforming is kind of interesting with Tails. And even then, calling it interesting is a little bit of a stretch. But it's better than nothing, and also I don't care about getting the silver medals. I know they're there. I am ignoring them on purpose. Now we're just in Tails' section. This is like the least interesting thing on Earth. We've literally done this already. Like, can't go for speed when you're playing as Tails. You're slow as shit. Maybe you can't. You're talking to LyingTuna now. I'm gonna, yeah, probably not S-rank this based on speed. I don't think we're gonna S-rank in general, but it's fine. What the fuck? Why did I drop like a rock? That was crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, fuck. That was weird. I was like just rocking a hard place. We're not restarting the level again. I'll just take the L. We should have a decent number of rings to buy some of the gems. I just want to fuck with the gems. That's literally all I care about, is being able to mess with the gems in the last couple levels. We are at the tail end of tail's end, maybe, of Sonic's campaign here. We died. I'm trying to speed run, but I don't play the Tails version of this level very much. I thought it was identical through here, but no. It's trying to be interesting with the platforming. You ever just like die once in a section and then die like 50 times because you're mad? I do that so often in games. The secret to Tails' flight is that it doesn't work the way that the programmers really want it to. So you shouldn't, like, if you just hold in the button, he will not make any of the jumps. You have to like hold it and then release it. Holy shit, we got some speed there. That was weird. Let's go this way. I want to go over there. I thought you could beat the level over there. Very hard Sonic levels are the best part of the game. They're pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I actually really like Super Hard Mode of Sonic. I didn't care for it as much as the other characters. But as Sonic, there's some fun stuff in Super Hard Mode. There's some really neat stuff in Super Hard Mode, actually. It just shouldn't have cost money. Very hard, super hard, whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Either way, it's solid enough. There's some cool level design in there. And I just like the fact it's a little bit different. You go through different versions of the levels. You go through different characters' versions of them. We got a B rank. Only 1,500 rings. God damn. We need more than that if we're going to buy all the gems. I have no idea how many rings we have or how many anything costs. We might be fine. We'll probably be fine to get a lot of them. More interesting platforming than normal levels. Absolutely. Yeah, very hard mode had some really cool platforming. Because it's stage by stage. And the design philosophies between them kind of vary, which is interesting too. But by and large, I would agree. I like those stages.
You've wasted so much of my time. If you had cooperated with me earlier, I wouldn't have had to do this.
Why he gaslighting?
Trying to
Eggman, come on now.
Dr. Eggman.
The very hard mode should have been the normal hard mode. That's correct, because normal hard mode doesn't do anything. It's like literally just the same thing.
Disclose to you anything about Solaris? Solaris's secrets are in his eternal flames.
There's a HDMI to DVI adapter on my desk. It's getting in my way. You know what I can do during this cutscene, though? Engage in a little Sonic 3D Blast for the Tiger electronic handheld. Listen to this soundtrack.
And dominate everything in this world.
Wait, did it break? What the fuck?
From the past, all the way
Oh.
to the future.
You wish.
I guess the battery died in my Tiger electronic Sonic 3D Blast game.
Truly. And
Huh.
the secret.
I haven't used it in a couple years. Well, no, that's not true. I did a Sonic 3D Blast video like a couple months ago. I find it funny that when the Mario movie was released, all the Sonic fans were saying nothing but nostalgia about the Sonic movies, and now it's live and learn. Yeah. I didn't like the Mario movie. And I really wanted to. I saw it the opening night, and I was there with my buddy Tim, and we watch it, and I look at him and I'm like, fam, that wasn't that good? And he's like, yeah, that was stupid. But we both like the Sonic movies.
And one of the beautiful gems is just ahead.
I don't know.
Chaos Emerald located.
Finally.
Finally. Okay, Eggman.
Let's go collect that Chaos Emerald.
But yeah, I don't know. I wish I liked the Mario movie because it like does everything I wanted. Why do I have a Tiger Electronic game? I have Sonic 1, 2, 3, and 3D Blast and Mega Man 2. That's my Tiger Electronic collection. Reason being, I collect for those franchises. I want to have complete North American Sonic and Mega Man collections. It means I gotta have some stupid shit.
Probably go to the ancient castle. Let's get there first
This
and
bitch
take
old.
peace.
This guy, elderly. His name's just Old Man. Okay. Where's my man, Sonic Man? I don't care about any of this other stuff that's going on. First of all, let's see if we can get any gems. We want the red gem. I'm not worried about the other two particularly much. But yeah, I definitely need the red gem. I'm looking to see if Sonic Man's available. If he's not, we'll come back for him later. I am back. Good. Hello. We just got the red gem, which is the only gem I'm buying for now. I'll get some of the funnier ones later. But really, I'm not worried about them. I'm just trying to... Here, look, there's Elise's castle. Try to see if Sonic Man's available. Sonic Man's near the fountain. Yeah, I know where he's at, ish, because I know he's by the fountain, but finding the fountain's different. There he is. That's our goat. Look at him. Hey. Look at him. This man has 2 Fitbits. I only wear 1 smartwatch. This man's dripped up. Let's go. Let's do this. This is the best character in the game. You say, oh, there's no good side quests in Sonic 06. Amateur talk. This is peak video game design. It's funny, and I like shitpost stuff in my games, so I'm good with it. It makes me smile. We're going to be able to slow down time on this boy. This gamer Mega Man X7. Ooh. 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 They're both bad. Oh, I don't like Mega Man X7 very much. That's bad. That's a bad game. God, if I had to play like start to finish all of a game, like the whole thing, probably X7 I'd rather play. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at that absolute peak human performance right there, ladies and gentlemen. And theys and thems. This is what it's all about. Where are you going, Sonic Man? Please do the box glitch. I've done it once, and yes, I will happily do it again. Do I like Sonic Heroes, or is it meh? I like Sonic Heroes. I don't like playing the whole way through Sonic Heroes. I do want to still S-rank this, so I'm going to go and try and clear it so I can get rings for gems later. I like Sonic Heroes a lot. I need to review Sonic Heroes. That's high on the list of ones I want to talk about because I actually have nuanced thoughts on it. You like this game more than X7? It's tough. So I think if we're talking Sonic story, like what I'm playing now, versus X7, Sonic story in 06 is better. If I'm talking whole game, I'd rather do X7 just because it won't take as long. It's only a couple hours long, and this game's like 10 hours long if you're doing all of it. Or you're going to do something for either 500 or 1K subs. Yeah. I sure was. Anytime I try and do a milestone or a timed video too much, it just falls apart. So instead, I'm just sort of winging it. I do have videos that are kind of themed around things that I have planned, but I'm also like working on them 2 months in advance. So like the Zelda video will be out for September because I'm working on it all of August for end of September. Then all of September, I can work on a video that'll come out end of October. Timing things around subscribers is hard whenever you have that going on. That said, I'm gonna be hitting on some stuff that were planned subscriber specials. Sonic Heroes was gonna be the review I did for 100 subscribers. To put that in perspective. So at 1K, it's like, okay. I don't remember what our actual objective is. What are we supposed to be doing? I don't remember. What level are we at? We just did Tails' Wave Ocean. Pele the Beloved Dog! Wait, no, I'm not no, fuck you. I'm not doing your mission. Where's Pele the Beloved Dog? Wait, whoa, Tails, why are you dead? What happened to him? You good, buddy? You died. This is canon, he's dead. Alright, cool. Anyway. Well, I guess he's not involved in the next level. Oh, I've seen the glitch where they die with every character. All the followers can just spontaneously pass away. But if you run away far enough, they come back to life. Just like in real life. Okay, so we're going to New City, I guess. We're not going to New City. The bishop's over there. Alright. Alright, I got you, fam. I'm gonna say, aren't we supposed to go to Kingdom Valley? Yeah, but we can't get to... Fine, we will. I was gonna say, I think it's Kingdom Valley now. Tails' death in Sonic 2 Game Gear is canon after all. Yep. You've never done the Egg Wyvern fight legitimately. How do you do it illegitimately? What if I just clipped through this? You can do it if you just spin dash into this pillar enough. I'm not going to. But eventually Sonic will just clip through and you can go to New City. That dude don't give a fuck. God, this game's frame rate is rough sometimes. Sometimes it's really good, though. The spin dash is actually pretty busted for traversing in the overworld quickly. Like, it goes pretty fast. It's just, it has no physics, momentum, or flow, and it isn't fun to use. And if you charge it for 1 second or 10 minutes, it doesn't make a difference for how long it goes. It's exactly the same. You, tell me where am I supposed to be? By the bell tower. Okay. All right. There he is. Yeah, I'll do the trials, whatever. You throw the sky gem before you homing attack the boss. I never did that. Yeah, how you can't jump out of the spin dash. Tell me about it. It's rough. SA1 and 2 have this beautiful spin dash, and then this game's just like, yo, what if we don't do that? At all. Or not SA1, or SA whatever. Frontiers, the spin dash is fun. It doesn't operate remotely similarly, but it's fun. Trial of Knowledge. Ooh. We have the Soliana Trials now, everyone. So this part's fucking awful. These are really rough. This is the reason I needed the red gem. It's specifically for one of these trials. The gem hits the ground after Sonic latches onto the Wyvern. What difference would that make? Never played the Frontiers DLC. I never played the Frontiers DLC either. It sounds like that's going to be a stream I'm going to do because people were talking shit. And I can play. I don't care if it's hard. I'll win. I'm pretty good at Sonic Frontiers. We're going to the left.
Touching a warp hole will send me far away in a
It was
flash.
incorrect. We're going forward. It was correct. And then left. And then right. I'm literally just guessing. I don't know how these go at all.
Touching a warp hole will send me far away in a flash. Touching a warp hole will
Shut up,
send me
Sonic.
far
I get
away
it.
in a flash.
God. God, this is so terrible. Make sure I knew if I wanted to try for it. I have to figure out how that works. You have to describe that trick to me in greater detail. God damn it. I hate this part. I think you can skip the whole thing if you know what you're doing. But I don't know what I'm doing. You see, that's the problem. Nope, Sonic! Ah, you fucking idiot, Sonic. And yes, I do blame Sonic. Like, individually, I blame Sonic. It's his fault. We're not getting the S rank on this.
Touching a warp hole will send me far away in a flash. Touching a warp hole will send me far away in a flash.
I hate this stupid part so much. Okay. We're gonna say it's this one. Might reinstall Frontiers and play the DLC tonight. Go for it. I think I've heard some people love it and some people not love it. I've heard both opinions. I tried it. I played it for like 10 minutes. Like, it seemed fine. I just didn't put much time into it is all. I think I would really enjoy the Frontiers DLC if I did play it. I've heard the level design in cyberspace is a little bit more interesting in the sense that it's not all just reused content. I'm still not over the fact that they really did that. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, it's absolutely nuts that they didn't make a single original stage for, like, almost the whole game. You don't get to, like, original levels till, like, the end of Frontiers, and they're pretty good! Because they're designed around a Sonic control, so they feel fine. You feel like you would enjoy the high difficulty the DLC has. I feel the same way. Face directly left or right. Jump as Eggman charges. Throw the gem. Homing attack him before he jumps the ground. Yeah, I can try it. Fuck it. Why not?
Man, today's not my day.
Shut up, Sonic. It did not help our cause in buying gems. But it's okay, because we're going to red gem our way through the other two so that we get the S rank. Well, Trial of Love, we don't really need to use the red gem. I'm just going to pick Amy, because I don't fuck with bestiality. This one we need to use the gem for. The original cyberspace levels were the best ones in the base game. Yeah, no, I agree. They felt a lot better. I think the Sonic Adventure 2 stuff translated fairly well to Frontiers cyberspace gameplay, but the boost levels were bad. They felt rough. Which is so wild to me because the actual core gameplay is really good in Frontiers. The overworld stuff's awesome. So the reason I use the red gem here is simple. I don't want to fucking lose. And you don't get any rings for this whole level. Also, because like I said, I'm kind of being ring conscious. And I don't want to not have... Not like ring conscious in this mission. You can't be. There's no rings in this mission. But like in the hub world area, I want to earn all the gems. Well, not all of them. There's just a couple I want, but they're expensive, and I don't know how much money I need. I might be good already, to be honest, for all the stuff that I want, which is basically just the sky gem. God, the camera is not conducive to what we are doing. I want the sky gem and the purple gem. So the red gem, in case you don't know, it slows down everything, including the camera controls, which sucks, and the timer. Doesn't slow down Sonic, obviously, but it's everything else, so it's pretty great. SpongeBob SquarePants came out in 1999, and Sonic the Hedgehog came out June 23rd, 1991. That is true. Those are both true statements. Yes. SpongeBob's cool. Sonic's better, but I do like me some SpongeBob. 10K for Sky, 12K for Purple. I don't know how many rings we have. We'll find out here in a sec. Oh, we're fine. SpongeBob SquarePants is only 36 years old, and Sonic the Hedgehog is 15 years old. Yeah, that's both true as well. I think Sonic being 15 is something that the games kind of ignore now. Like, he's just generic young, which is probably for the best. You have to grind Aquatic Base in the final boss before every gym if you don't get enough S ranks. Yeah, it's lame, I know. That's how my main file is. I don't have all of them. Wait, so you keep accumulating rings if you do the Aquatic Base and Egg Wyvern fights over and over? I'll be honest, I just assumed I was fucked on that file and couldn't get all of them. Fun fact, Tom Kenny confirmed SpongeBob is autistic. I saw that. That was cute. He said it was his superpower. He said, "Rhythm with the tism." He didn't say that, but I do appreciate the message a lot. I think it's good. I think it makes for some solid representation. SpongeBob SquarePants the movie came out before Sonic movie came out. By a very long time. Yeah. Sonic was standing like sideways. Did anyone see that? He was like nowhere near correctly angled. That was very strange. Tom Kenny has autism? I don't think Tom Kenny does, but SpongeBob does. Canonically now. Well, according to Tom Kenny, who I guess isn't the be-all end-all on canon. He's the voice actor, but I like it. I think it's cute. It fits the character. It's the only level in the game where you can grind rings. Well, if I'm ever bored, maybe I'll go into my like childhood save file and grind out some fucking rings so I can get the electric shield one and stuff. Anyway, we're going to a good level now. Ish. I say ish because there's stuff I don't like in this level. How the fuck did Tails get here? Don't tell me, oh, he can fly. He can fly for like 4 seconds in this game. You were playing Sonic Adventure 2. What's a better game than this? It's got City Escape. Amongst other stuff. Box glitch is possible here, right? No, but we'll go back to New City and do it. Because I wanna fuck with glitches anyway, in a general sense. SpongeBob SquarePants has his Quickster costume to make him go super faster, and Sonic the Hedgehog has his running shoes to make him go super faster. That's true, but Sonic's fast without his running shoes. He's just naturally fast. Krakatoa! It's the main thing I remember from the episode where they were superheroes. It was a banger episode. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were my jam. They're so good. Anything that makes fun of Adam West Batman makes me happy. I love Adam West Batman. Less making fun and more tribute to, I guess, is the phrasing I would prefer to use. Want to see me run to that rock? Want to see me do it again? God. Classic SpongeBob was good. I like new SpongeBob too. I don't think SpongeBob ever got as bad as people say it did. But it's like clearly I kind of outgrew. You know, I still watch kids cartoons and stuff, don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't go out of my way to watch a lot of them. SpongeBob, if it's on, I'll watch. But I will put on old ones out of nostalgia, for sure. Oh, it's Mountain and Back, not Rock. Whatever. Same thing. Dude, I do love me some SpongeBob. SpongeBob's a banger. Speaking of bangers, most of this level is goated. This is a great Sonic stage. My only complaints with it really are that you have to play as Silver. And that as a kid, I thought the Mach speed section was really hard. This is the level that's in the box art, the title screen. It was the one in all the trailers. This was the one in the reveal trailer. Aesthetically, at least, not the level design, because the reveal trailer wasn't gameplay, but still. This is the one that, like, is most emblematic of Sonic 06 to me. Crisis City is my favorite level, I think, to play. But, well, no, Radical Train's probably my favorite level. But this level is also equally, if not more, sort of important to representing 06 in media, so big fan. Nostalgia is why people don't like the newer seasons. Yeah, because I don't think they're bad. They're fine. Like, SpongeBob's fine. It's funny. It's still good. SpongeBob SquarePants collecting golden spatula and Sonic the Hedgehog collecting his golden rings. That is true. Those are both things. The golden spatulas are in a couple games, yeah. Battle for Bikini Bottom, still a banger. Maybe a little bit of an overrated banger. I'm sorry. I know I will get crucified for that opinion. But still a really damn good little collectathon. I don't think it's one of the best ever or anything like people say, but it's good. It's a good collectathon. Newer seasons just aren't as good as the older ones. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that, but I still think they're fine. It's better than most stuff on kids' TV. Aw, man, do we have to? I guess we have to.
I'll go on ahead.
Only lame thing is Silver doesn't... So, there are lots of different power-ups and abilities you get as you play Sonic 06. And they make Silver a hell of a lot more tolerable. He doesn't have any of them here. And there's no way to have them in a first playthrough like this. Unless you've played through so much of Silver's story by this point that you have them. Because they carry over between the playable characters. It's already down, Silver. We're fine. SpongeBob SquarePants, the Krabby Patty, and Sonic Hedgehog likes chili dogs. That's true. Although Sonic doesn't make chili dogs for a living, whereas SpongeBob is a fry cook. I'm just trying to catch a single one of your projectiles, sir. Can you please allow me to do the cool Silver thing? Okay, cool, thank you. See if I can hit this with anything. Okay, cool, we got him. So Silver's gameplay, since it's probably the only time we're playing a Silver in the stream, I guess I'll talk about it. It's bad, but it's really cool. I like the concept. I'm iffy on the execution. There's something a little closer to Psychonauts or Star Wars Force Unleashed. This could have been sick. And there are times where it's really fucking cool. Great, great, great! If you mash the shit out of the hover button, because Silver has a hover move, but you can just mash the shit out of the button, and he'll sort of just fling his arms around like an idiot. SpongeBob took down Plankton's robots and Sonic. There are quite a few parallels you're finding here between Sonic and SpongeBob. I wouldn't say they're particularly similar, but you are finding some solid parallels there. Not half bad. Silver does have a really easy time with the big enemies because you just slap their knees and they die.
Hey, not bad.
Oh, thank God we're done with Silver. Good. Oh, time to not play as him again for the whole rest of the thing. Classic SpongeBob was quotable as hell, though. Yeah, it's a banger. It's great. It's still a good show. It's a perfectly good cartoon. It's solid. It's fine. I do like old SpongeBob better. Everyone does, but I think people hate on the new stuff a little too much. But yeah, whenever you're playing a Silver, just mash the shit out of the A button instead of holding it, and you can get like 5 times farther because you use so much less energy. Because there's an energy bar in the bottom right. It's been there the entire time. It does not work for Sonic. It does, in fact, have... It's supposed to do stuff. It's supposed to limit some of the power-ups. It doesn't work. It's like, straight up, it's not implemented right. In the sense that it's not implemented at all. So, like, the red gem, for example, where I was slowing down time, right? That's not supposed to be infinite as long as I hold on the button. It's supposed to drain this little gauge. It's just, it doesn't work. They didn't program anything for that. Xbox took forever to recognize Sonic Frontiers disc for some reason. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it's fine, not like scratched up or something. This is another stage with a bunch of alternate routes. This whole area is kind of twisting and winding, and ultimately you need to go to the same places no matter what. It's just how you get there. You have a lot of flexibility with it. It's really fun. Kingdom Valley is very good, other than the part where you play as Silver. And even then, it's fine. It's like a tolerable section. There's nothing wrong with it, per se. It's a cool Lightspeed dash moment. It's the only cool one in the game. Doodle Bob was my jam as a kid. Doodle Bob was my favorite goddamn character. I had an evil Doodle Bob costume I would wear. It was just a cardboard box. I would run around my dad's coffee shop. When I was a kid, my dad owned a coffee shop and like a cafe. And I'd run around that place dressed like Doodle Bob. It's like maybe one of my earliest memories that I haven't thought about in years. So I'm kind of happy it got brought up because it made me smile. Makes me happy. Look, Sonic can go fast in this game. As long as there's a dash panel or the blue gem. To be fair, there's a gem I skipped called the blue gem, which makes Sonic's shoes blue. But also, it makes the, it's a dash panel. It's a non-command dash panel. Which means it works like a dash panel where if you use it and you hit a wall, Sonic will fall down and do a weird stun day animation, and it's the worst, and it's stupid, and you shouldn't do it. But still, it is there. I really like grinding on the wind. I know it's an SA1 thing. Blue gem is fine. It's like not useful. I'm sorry, I just don't care about it. I'm kind of mad that I have to buy Sonic Shadow Generations on PS5 to get all the content. But I'm more mad that I have to buy it digitally and physically. Because I want a physical copy, but it's got digital deluxe bullshit. Sega's release model for the Sonic games has gotten to the point that, like, it turns me off. I'm really pissed about it. Because I'm a loyal fucking customer, okay? I buy everything with Sonic on it. Sonic has Super Sonic, and SpongeBob has the Goofy Goober guitar in wizard form. That's true. Sonic also had a guitar. Watch Sonic Underground. This is the good Mock Speed section, based purely on the visuals. It's so goddamn cool looking. Like, I love how this looks. Just the aesthetics are on point for this. It's better whenever we don't run through walls and die, but it's fine. Love the first SpongeBob movie. Yeah, it's because it's a banger. Second one's fine, too. I didn't watch the third one, like the Gary one or whatever. But Sponge Out of Water was cute. I wouldn't call it great, but it was fine. This is maybe the best mock speed section in the game. Again, purely based on the visuals. It's so solid. Yeah, the fourth one's coming out. It's like that sandy one. Looks bad. I don't really understand what's happening in this sequence. It's very Moses coded, which is a little bit weird, but it looks awesome. You prefer physical games? 100% me too. I'm fine with digital. I have my Steam Deck. I buy a lot of digital stuff on Switch just for the convenience factor. But by and large, yes, I like a cartridge. I like a disc. I like anything that isn't digital. But with digital deluxe content, I want all the content. So I might try and get Sega to send me a review code for Generations, but it seems like a stretch just because my content output's been so low lately. I don't think it's impossible, but I'd say it's like 50-50. And if they did that, I should be good because it should come with the digital deluxe stuff, and I can buy it physically and be happy. I'm buying the game either way, but you rewatched Wall-E. By and large, like Wall-E. Oh yeah, that is the company in Wall-E. You're not wrong.
Stop all engines now.
This is the best track in the game.
No! We're about to crash!
Yeah, what is the song in this cutscene? Like, yeah, the track in the mock speed section is amazing, but this song sounds like it's out of a goddamn Resident Evil 1 level. It sounds weird. The mock speed section is why I didn't do the silver medals. That's why I never gave a shit. Crossovers are a big thing in media, yeah. There's lots of them. This explosion effect is funny. It's just orange. Eggman survived that. Of course Eggman survived. You kidding? He's not going to die in an explosion. He's basically immortal. He is the Eggman. That's what he ams. You love Blaze. Likewise, Blaze is the best. She's like my favorite, one of my favorite Sonic side characters. She's not my favorite Sonic character, but she's probably top 5. She's fucking awesome. She's cool. Out of Sonic's friends, she's maybe my favorite design at least.
Return to an earlier point in time.
Man, when you don't skip the cutscenes, this game's long. It's gonna be like over 3 hours.
I understand.
Blaze just standing like, huh? Huh? That's like reference that cat meme where it's like, huh? Huh?
Silver.
Why would you give him the Chaos Emerald? What the fuck did he need it for? In any case.
You got somewhere to go, right? I'll make sure to change Elise's fate. And that in turn should change your future too.
Man,
Thank you, Silver.
Sonic's stupid.
Yeah. Just save him.
Have I ever seen the video called Sonic Breaks Character? I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell. Maybe I have, but it doesn't ring a bell. What time is it? It's almost 11. I'll probably wrap up. I'll dick around with stuff maybe a little bit after we beat the campaign. Mostly just get Sonic launched into space by Silver and do a glitch or two if it's appropriate. But other than that, we gotta go buy some gems now. I want to do the funny box flying glitch too if we're able to get into the new city from here. Because we're at the final stage. This is the final stretch of Sonic 06 for Sonic's story. Which is respectable. It's lengthy. I've been streaming for 3 hours, and there's a ton of side content. Honestly, give him credit where it's due. It's not good content, but the game has content. So that being said, no, that's useless. We want the sky gem and the purple gem. We have enough for one more gem. Let's get the blue gem just to have it. The purple gem is the most important one I needed. So now we have the blue gem, which lets us do this. Look how fast we're going. And then we have the red gem still. We have the purple gem, which makes you tiny and gives you the space jump from Metroid for some reason. And the best gem in the game, the sky gem, which lets you do this. You can launch yourself at high speed if you throw it at the ground, much more reliably than the blue gem is. And also you can do this. Oh, it's so fun. Before we wrap up the story, I'm gonna go to the city. Sonic, do the thing where you run fast. Sonic, do the thing where you run fast. Sonic, do the thing where you run fast. There he goes. Okay. Oh, I have seen the one where he says, "Have a nice fall, you stupid bitch." I've seen that one. It's funny. Yeah, it's a good video. So yeah, this is the blue gem. And in certain areas, not here, bad example, because there's so much for us to collide with, the blue gem's like the best thing ever. Whoa, Sonic's dead. We don't lose lives in the hub worlds though, so it's fine. Let's go to New City. We can't go to New City. I was wrong. Okay. Let's do the final level then. The blue gem's a menace. It's so much fun. There's a Blaze version too. I've never seen the Blaze version. I've seen the Sonic version because it's like really well done. Because it's like bit crushed very appropriately. Like it sounds like it would actually be from Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush Adventure is a game I haven't played very much of. I like Sonic Rush a lot. It's a good game. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite Sonic games or anything, but it's good. It's a very, very good game, in fact. And Rush Adventure, I've barely touched. Colors DS, I've played and 100%ed. I like that game a lot. Are the Rush games mainline games? I mean, depends who you ask. Not everyone considers the handheld stuff to be mainline. I would say no myself. I kind of consider there to be a divide between the... Not that they're less valid or anything, but I don't look at the handheld games exactly the same as the console games. But that's kind of a preference thing. I don't know that there's a right or wrong answer to that, opinion-wise. Let's get up on the roof. Yeah, SpongeBob and Sonic have both been in fighting games. They've both been in other fighting games aside from that, I think. Grab a silver medal. Why not? We need to ring one more bell. I thought I got them. Oh, there's one over there. Okay. I have not watched Sonic Shorts Volume 9 yet. I'm gonna at some point hang out with some friends and watch it all together. Because it's like really lengthy, isn't it? It's like 45 minutes. Okay, that should open up the thing, I think. I'm pretty sure that's all you have to do. But yeah, Sonic Shorts are iconic. They're like a mainstay of being an older Sonic fan, too. I'm saying older as anything like later than like your early 20s. Like I'm 26. I consider myself an older Sonic fan at this point. Yeah. Like Sonic Shorts was my shit when I was in like high school, middle school. Like that was the funniest thing ever. And elementary school, because the Sonic Shorts have been around forever. I guess middle school was more when they came out for me. I think. That's when I watched them at least. Chaos! Swiss rolls! And then he's like Miku. And I'm like, hell yeah. Got him.
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry!
Here we are in the final stage of Sonic's story. And it's fine. It's kind of annoying, but it's got really good music. It is not my favorite level in the game. In fact, I'd rank it near the very bottom of the levels in this game, as far as the Sonic stages go. Based on, like, level design and aesthetic. It's just not as interesting. It's pretty. I like the fact you can see, like, dolphins swimming outside and everything. Like, it's neat. And I do think it does a good job capturing the Eggman's base vibe, which is a favorite of level trip of mine. I love feeling like I'm storming an Eggman base. It's something I think Final Egg does the best. I think Final Egg is my favorite level of this type. Like from Sonic Adventure 1, for those who aren't as familiar. It's the final Sonic stage in Sonic. You play it earlier as Gamma. Like, it's not necessarily the final level of the game, but it's Sonic's final level. And the way it is done is so good. It's so cool. You really do feel like you are storming in and invading. It's very good. And this level is clearly going for the same thing, and it does an okay job. It's pretty good. Metropolis Zone is a similar thing. Scrap Brain. I love Eggman base levels. Eggman Land's probably the most iconic one now. I don't really fuck with Eggman Land on account of the fact it takes like 13 months to beat. I like the fact that it's hard. Like, the difficulty curve's fun in Eggman Land. Even like the final level in Sonic Lost World, which I know no one on Earth but me likes Sonic Lost World. I like that game's final stage a lot. I also just like Sonic Lost World a lot, though, so there's a controversial opinion for you. I just think it's neat. It's a neat game. So this is why we use the purple gem. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. That sucks. I'm not doing all that. Sorry, Sonic. You get to be tiny and do the space jump from Metroid instead. And look at it. It's literally the space jump. It's exactly the same as Metroid. Aquatic Base, the most combat-focused level for all three stories. It definitely is, yes. Again, I don't hate it because I like the theming of having... As Sonic, I don't hate it because I like the theming of it being like storming Eggman's base.
Sonic, there must be a switch for the door. Leave it up.
I like it a lot less as the other characters because its context isn't there, and then I'm just frustrated with the shitty level design. Well, it's not shitty, it's just boring because it's just a lot of rooms like this where you gotta kill enemies, and then hallways. Like, this is literally and it's not just saying hallways to be derogatory. It's like literally this level takes place in hallways primarily. There's some interesting platforming stuff with Tails, like this, case in point, and they tried to do something similar with Knuckles, but there's a reason I like sped the hell through the Knuckles gameplay. It's bad. God, Tails is not fun to play as. Beating Eggman Land 3 times without dying for the hot dog achievement took a while. I don't think Unleashed is fun enough to justify doing all the challenge stuff. I think it's cool that it has it. Unleashed is a game that makes me sad when I play it, because I wish I loved it the way everyone else does. Because it's almost there for me. It's so close. I think it's okay. Like, I don't think Unleashed is... I guess earlier in the stream I said I think Unleashed is kind of bad. I'm going to rephrase it. I think Unleashed is pretty good. I think it's a decent game. I just wish I liked it more. It just doesn't gel with me because of some of its design stuff. Do I have a favorite Sonic short? Oh, fuck. That's tough. I probably have to rewatch them and think about it. Why will the stupid egg flyer not die? What the hell? Shouldn't the magnet thing kill him? Why is he not dead? Why is he, like, immune to dying? This is crazy. Jesus Christ. I'm, like, fighting for my life on this. Hang on. I will answer the question about...
Okay, that's the switch. Just wait, Sonic.
I'm trying to think of my favorite Sonic short. That's a tough question, legitimately. I just generally like Sonic shorts. I'm not sure. I don't think I have a favorite.
Dang it! When the door opens, it activates the robots. Tails, Knuckles, be careful.
When you hit these pillars, all the robots just blow up and die. Which makes sense because they're like electromagnetic. I don't remember if this applies to like the Iblis or Mephiles monsters that occupy the stage later. Really like Unleashed, but it's far from perfect. Well, Sonic's gonna have a third movie too, so they'll have the same amount. But no, I can't. I want to like Unleashed so much. I really want to like it. It just does not gel with me. It's the pacing. It's the metal collecting. Like the one where Eggman hacks Sonic's watch. Is that the one where he does the dance? And he like dances shirtless and it traumatizes everyone. And it's a Sad AM themed one. I remember that one making me happy. It's funny. Yeah, that's a banger. That's the one that kind of pops in my head when I think Sonic shorts. Just from like an iconography perspective. We say space jump through this. Tiny space jump. They say, how does Samus get in the morph ball? How does Sonic turn tiny? That's a better question. What the fuck? Why did I launch forward like that? I didn't die somehow, but... Ooh, I almost did. Oh yeah, Sonic shorts are classic. They're just like these classic, like Newgrounds, and they were basically early ones were compilations of Newgrounds animations, I think, and then they just they're just Sonic animations from like my youth when I was young. That shit was like peak Sonic content. Because that was the kind of Sonic content I watched. Ironically, I never really watch the kind of content I make. The reviews I kind of do, you know, but like stuff like this, like I never really watched streamers or anything. In my youthful days, before I was trying to before I was putting my own opinions out there, I watch a lot of reviews, like a lot of reviews. I'd watch the occasional Let's Play, but the Sonic shorts and stuff like that were more of the Sonic content that I was into. I didn't mind the metal collecting for the Werehog. My issue is whenever, I think is it the Chun-Nan level that's locked behind medals and you have to really grind to get them. Knuckles sucks in this game. He's rough. But there's a specific level that, like, gate kept me essentially for like a month. And I do think that Unleashed has some of the best level design and the boost gameplay ever. Like, it's really damn good. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm an Unleashed hater. Aesthetically, it's brilliant looking. Soundtrack's one of the best. The story's good. The performance, it's like peak Jason Griffith. I think literally Black Knight's his best performance, but it's pretty much the same. It's on par. I would say I probably on the whole liked... When I was younger, I liked the PS2 and Wii version a lot more. Because I didn't realize they were different until like I don't know if I saw a YouTube video of the Wii version and realized they were different and then got it because it was on sale for like $10. Because Sonic games get really cheap really fast. You know how that goes. And yeah, I played the Wii version of Unleashed. I beat that first. I had the 360 version first, but I beat the Wii version first because structurally I just thought it was more manageable because you just keep going through levels. But I do think the now I probably would say I think I don't know, it's really tough. They're both games with, I think the highs of the HD version of Unleashed are much, much higher. than the highs of the Wii version, right? But I think the lows are a lot lower too. So it's tough. It's tough to say for me which one's better.
Yeah.
Did you remember that David Hasselhoff was in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie? Absolutely. They ride on his back like a motorboat. That's where the final fight takes place. It's crazy.
That was incredible.
But yeah, Wii versus PS2, Wii and PS2 versus versus PS3 and 360 is wild for me with Unleashed. And Unleashed is also a game I look at more fondly now, because now when I play it, you know, I pop that shit in my Series X. It's running at... Actually, that game, my disc is super, super scratched up. Just because I've had it since I was a kid. It's really beat up. So, most Sonic games I never got that disc resurfaced like I did with some of my other ones. That one I just bought digitally when it was on sale for like $4 or something. So, that game I would play digitally. But I own it physically. I still have my childhood copy. Point being... And I have it on PS3. I have a bunch of copies of Sonic Unleashed. Point being... The PS2 version's hideous. I wouldn't play that. But I'd play the Wii version start to finish probably before I would play the 360 version. It's just the 360 version on Series X running at... Ooh, hell yeah. His World kicking in always was hype. This is my favorite Sonic theme, probably. It's cool as fuck. Yeah, I like the HD version more if I'm just going to play a couple levels all day, every day. I like the Wii version more if I'm playing it start to finish, probably. The highs are so much higher in the HD version, but the lows are so much lower. It's kind of both.
Playtime's over.
Sonic,
Yeah, they're making a new Mothra toy. I just got a notification about a new Mothra toy.
This ship
And I'm
is
like,
about
oh,
to
okay.
crash. Too bad, Eggman.
Oh, Eggman's pissed.
Not finished yet.
He's protecting her knee really well. Good job, Short Stack. Thank you, Sonic. Fucking silly ass game. Like, it's trying so hard to be serious.
Getting in my way, you pesky little hedgehog.
Alright,
Very well.
so how do I do this glitch?
You out
You
myself.
hyping up a glitch. What am I trying to do? How do I do it? Face direct, left or right, jump as Eggman charges, throw the gem, homing attack him before the gem hits the floor. Okay, we'll see what happens. I'll try it.
Right back at you. I'll finish this here.
There are so many versions of his world. Yeah. The Crush 40 one is my least favorite, but it's ironically the only one I've ever seen performed live because I didn't get to go to any of the Sonic Symphonies yet. I'm gonna hopefully do one eventually. Hasn't happened yet though.
Here I come, Sonic.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, okay. What did that accomplish? Oh, the camera's fucked. Is he dead? Is it gonna despawn Is it gonna despawn him, and I win automatically? Is that what happens? Oh yeah, that's exactly. Holy shit. Yeah, that's what happens. It despawns him. Oh my god. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Bye, Eggman. Fucking, he's dead. Yeah, that's awesome. I did not know that you could do that. You know what? No, I did. I remember seeing that in GDQ. I did know that thing existed. Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That should be an S rank, I would hope. Like, holy shit. It's like a 5-minute boss fight done in 1 second. Why does it do that? It just removed him from the game. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I really liked it. Well, real quick, what I'm gonna do... Well, I guess we'll watch the last cutscene. And then I'm not gonna sit through the credits. We're gonna jump over to a different save file where I have more stuff unlocked. And do a little bit of dicking around real quick. Just a tiny bit. Oh, look at him go. Oh, he's running. Oh, the egg carrier looks really cool in this cutscene.
Sonic!
Aren't you worried?
If you have time to worry, then
Streak of seeing this fight done incorrectly still going. I'm happy to do it wrong. That's fantastic. I'm gonna do that every time I ever replay Sonic 06. Which is, you know, once every a couple years for a stream usually. Like, literally, I start to finish like this. I'll pop in 06 to play a level or two if I got the hankering. And I need stock footage of it for videos all the time. I reference it pretty heavily in scripts and just in general. And I get new stock footage for every video usually. I don't keep, like, an archive like a lot of YouTubers. I probably should. But I tend to new stock footage every time I do a video. I don't know why I do it like that. It's stupid. I should really make an archive, but yeah. At least the same voice actor as Meg Griffin. The original Meg Griffin from season 1, not the current Meg Griffin. But she was also Gretchen Wieners in Mean Girls. Her father invented toaster strudel. And he would not appreciate you talking about her like that. Oh, she's having a giggle. She's having a laugh. Sonic's laugh freaks me the fuck out in this cutscene.
Nice smile.
And we are going to dip out of the cutscene right after Sonic winks at her. I think I missed it. I want to duck out because, yeah, right here. Reason being, I will get a copyright claim on this stream for the credits of Sonic 06. Fun fact. It's happened to me more than once. The Sonic 06 credits do, in fact, do that. No, I don't need to go online. That's okay. Xbox 360. So real quick, I will show my 360's background. Look, this is before I had a beard. Back when my 360 avatar when I was in like high school. I have a Sonic 06 background on my 360. I probably always will. It's pretty sick. Apparently, the last game I played on my 360 was Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That's cool. Hello there. Anyway, we're jumping back into the game on my main save file from when I was a kid. So I can do some quick glitch showcases before we wrap up, which will be very shortly here. I have to go feed my new kitten. But I do want to dick around a little bit more first. It's funny. Sonic 06 is funny. I also work tomorrow. Did I ever set an alarm for tomorrow? Hey, Google, did I set an alarm?
Yes, you have set an alarm for tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Well, there we go. We love that. I am hoping to do a stream next week. Not like twice in a week again, but did the game save? No, it doesn't save till after the credits, but I don't care. Because this is a different file now. It doesn't matter. You got claims from Live and Learn, Sonic Colors opening theme, and I Am All of Me. Only Sonic I've ever gotten a claim for was this. Sonic 06. So real quick, let's do the funny flying glitch. With the boxes again. And then we'll see what else. I'm definitely going to do the silver glitch where he launches us into space. I'm probably going to do this for like 5 minutes and then wrap up. I'm very tired and I got to feed my kitten. But, dang, last played in 2011. This file is played all the time. My console's clock is just wrong. Sonic's picky about where you gotta stand. It's usually right around this corner. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Hell yeah. This shit's my favorite. It's so funny. Egg Cerberus. Which glitch we gonna do in Egg Cerberus? Because, yeah, I could do that. Houston, we have liftoff. Sonic says, Skybox? Fuck your Skybox. Minimap? Fuck your minimap. Houston, we have a problem. We're going down, fam. Flashing lights warning. Let's see if I want to do that on stream. I have friends who sometimes watch my content who are epileptic. I want to be cautious with that. But I'll do the glitch for my own amusement for sure. If I don't do it in the stream, I'll probably do it in the stream. I'm not that worried about it. So now we're gonna go to. I mean, we can probably do that. I just want to be cautious. I don't, you know, I'm always erring on the side of caution with that stuff. I'm gonna say fuck it, let's do that. I don't know what glitch it is anyway. Apparently, I've only ever gotten a C rank on egg servers. I don't think I've ever refought egg servers on this file in all the years that this file has existed. Since 2008, this is the same save file. This is my first playthrough save file from 2008. It's crazy.
This is your pet, huh? Okay, Eggman, I'll play with him.
Because I don't have all the gems on this file. I only have blue, red, green, purple, the cool one that does the funny stuff. So what am I going to be doing? I know you said I'm going to be homing attacking him. Some people are going to be archiving the themes. Yeah, I'm happy that that's happening. I just don't want any media to be lost. If you want to get this game digitally, time's very, very limited.
I get it. That armor on his head is protecting the weak point.
The front's too dangerous, Sonic. Circle around toward the tail. Sonic, make him run into something.
I want to get the armor off his head. It annoys me. Hang on. Once I get to the rail, repeatedly homing attack it?
I can finally see your face. Now it's my turn.
I don't own this game digitally myself. I only own it physically. I have it physically like 3 times. 4 times. 3 times. I have it 3 times. I have a normal, like, original release copy. I have this copy, which is my childhood copy, which is a Platinum Hits disc. And I have the PS3 version. So I have it 3 times. All physically. I don't understand how I'm supposed to do that. Am I misunderstanding the assignment? I know it's $5 on the 360 store. I just don't think I need it. Repeatedly homing attack the rail. Like, that's what I'm doing, I think. Oh, well, we got launched there for a second. That's a thing that happens in this fight sometimes, is Sonic will miss and get launched into, like, the ether, and it's crazy. Nope. I think I see what's going on. It's gonna launch us into the ether. People don't care much for 06 anymore. I don't know about that. I feel like 06 has a weird, huge fan base now. And I think that's pretty cool that it does. I don't agree. I think 06 is bad. Like, I think I made it clear. My opinions on this game are what we'd call mixed. Can I go hang out with him? Up there? No, okay, because the camera's locked. Yeah, I was gonna say I used to go out of bounds on this fight. I want to do what I want to go into space. You fell off. Quit falling off, Sonic. Now I want to do it. I want to do the glitch. Oh. I understand what I think I know what's gonna happen is Sonic will just. Oh, he's up here now. I've had Sonic go like up into the sky before in this fight. Yeet. Oh. The invisible wall here doesn't count for anything, I guess. There we go. I want to go up high. I want to fly high so I can reach the highest of all the heavens. I'm assuming there's no kill plane because there's no bottomless pit here. Usually my experience, I mean, without trying to do anything funny, I've had Sonic get launched into space in this fight. Sometimes Silver will clip out of bounds in his fight, and that's what we're going to wrap up with, is the Silver fight, because it's infamous. So we'll see. I'll try and get him to glitch out of bounds. If I get out of bounds, he'll follow out of bounds sometimes, once in a while. He can pull you, he can throw you through the invisible wall, but it's a very precise, there's a specific spot he has to throw you through, and it's not easy, in my experience, to make it happen. But he can, like right here, he can do it. If you get lucky enough, he'll just clip you through the wall. Well, we're dead now. Oh, no we're not. Now we're dead. We landed in our ring. Probably the most infamous thing that can happen in this fight is this, right here. If you get like in a corner like this, this'll happen. Oh, it didn't happen. What the hell? Weird. Usually what'll happen... Now I want to make it happen. What the fuck? Whoop, we're dead. I'm just gonna restart. I don't want to wait. But what'll usually happen if you get stuck in a corner by Silver is he'll just, you'll keep catching your ring over and over. Like this, yeah. This is an infinite loop. We're just stuck here forever. You cannot escape if this happens. It'll just, it's just, if the pause didn't function during boss fights, it would be a soft block. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wait until he does an attack. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna do one of these real quick, just sort of casually go out of bounds. Now, if you get lucky, it's tough. But Silver can follow you out here. I've had it happen. Do you need to replay Base Frontiers to play the DLC? You need to be at the final island. Try and get him to clip out. Let's see. Can I get him out? Let's see. If we go here. I'm thinking if I get him to play with the corner geometry here. But if you have an existing save file that is at the last island, you should be fine. He doesn't have to follow you to launch out into space. No, I know he doesn't have to. But if I have him out here, then he'll drown, and it's funny, because he'll just soft lock the fight. I've only had it happen a couple times, but he can. He can just clip through. He has to be far enough away that he does his teleport dash. So you can damage him from out here. Being outside the invisible wall doesn't end the fight, but you have to use the green gem. You have to get within a certain distance of him. And then do this. So you can kill him like this really easy. Oh, he'll just throw me into the water over there if I let him throw me. I mean, I can do it. But I'll just get thrown right across the map. And die. So let's get out of bounds again real quick. Real fast. I'm going to just explore. And I've had him show up later. Like, I've just, like, run into him out and about in the hub world. Is he freeing himself? Nah, he's stuck. So what's cool is that... Well, it's not cool. It's stupid. Is that for that tiny little square, they load the entire ass hub world. Like, no wonder the load times are so long. The only thing that doesn't load are the bridge models. But the actual, like, game geometry's there. It's complete. There's no need for everything to be here. No objects, obviously, but, like, what the hell? In any case, I'm tired. Wait. Oh, he got out! Where is he? Fuck, where is he? He got out. Shit. Where'd he go? Oh, no, he didn't get out. I just lost track of him. Okay. Ooh. Alright. So we're going to be ending the stream here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I had an absolute blast, as always. I'm going to try and make streams a weekly thing. We'll see. I don't know what my work schedule looks like next week. I got to figure that out before I commit to literally anything. But it should be a matter of, you know... I'm going to post on Discord and on my Twitter what my stream schedule's going to be. Probably a community post. Till then, guys, we're going to fucking space. These things happen to the best of us. All right, everyone. So fucking stupid. I love this game so much. It's not good, but I like it so much. It's so funny. Once he fades off, once the skybox despawns, I'm gonna go. Should be in just a second here. Okay. All right. Night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. See ya. Stupid fucking game.